we just missed on, a couple drops that happened and that quarterbacks deal with. But I thought his decision making was really, he did a great job with that throughout the night.
That's Coach Jay talking about last week's victory over Palm Beach Gardens, offensively speaking. When we come back, we're going to get his assessment of the defense. You're listening to Countdown to Kickoff on your Christian FM.
Hi, JW here from Barker Air Conditioning and Heating, serving the Indian River County area since 1959 and supporting fighting Indian sports for decades. We're known for being HVAC specialists for installation and service. Local, licensed, and insured, Barker is a trained comfort specialist that services all makes and models. BarkerAC.com.
Molinari Pools is a proud supporter of Fighting Indians football and Christian FM. A family-owned and operated business, the Molinari family, longtime members of this community. Joel Molinari, a former Fighting Indian, loves serving the Treasure Coast residents from pool cleaning to repairs to pool remodeling. Molinari Pools. Love people, love pools. 772-778-2633 or molinaripools.com.
Christian FM can put this game on the radio thanks to the support of businesses like Chuck Bateman State Farm Insurance in Vero Beach. Chuck's goal is to create an atmosphere where customers can talk about what's important to them. He's also a huge supporter of our local chapter of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Chuck's phone is 567-1106 or chuckbatemaninsurance.com.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Cap's Pizza and Pub.
Well, Coach Jay, last week your defense pitched a shutout against Palm Beach Gardens in the Kickoff Classic, 41-0 we walk away with. And, Coach, one of the things I noticed watching film on that is a lot of red helmets flying to the ball.
Yeah, I agree, and it's always a point of emphasis with our defensive staff, pursuing to the ball, and it's been a huge point of emphasis, through this preseason and even through this game prep. And it's one of the things thinking about this week, just missing practice time, how much we value as a staff, the everyday drill stuff, whether it be D-line drills or pursuit drills or, form tackling, angle tackling, all those things that, DB drop, all the things that you do on the daily so that when it happens for real, it's just muscle memory. So when you get in a situation like we've had this week, you start, the alert button goes off because you're like, okay, we're missing some of that stuff. It's fun to turn that switch on and allow your guys to go full speed because you spend so much time in practice where everything's modified. The tackling is modified. You try to keep guys up. You try to keep guys healthy, and you try to make it to Friday night, so to speak. And so when Friday night gets there, it's one of the things that I enjoy the most is watching our defense run to the ball. We've got some really good team speed over there and some great individual players. And I enjoy watching our coaches, put the scheme together each and every week and we work hard at it. The coaches work hard at it, and the players enjoy playing in our defense, and it's always fun to get that shutout. That's one of those things that, you've got, whether it's a kickoff classic or not, you've got one of those, you may not write it down, you may not look at it, but in the back of your mind, if you're a defensive player or a defensive coach, you're always thinking about that goose egg, So it was good that it worked out that way. Again, and meeting with our staff this Sunday and talking and recapping the game. I know that there are things that, of course, on that side of the ball we're always looking to get better at. But I just I think we've got some good leadership. I think that's in all three levels of the defense. Both with with the D line and then of course the two senior linebackers. And then even on the back end, we've got some experience back there and some guys. And it's a good mix. It's a good mix of some experience and some young talent and some there were some great individual games, and individual plays. The Brian Carter play was something that really jumped out at me, that was almost you talk about a progression of opportunities or, watching how a guy has progressed. And Brian was a guy that, didn't get to participate in spring ball because he was at the state track meet and had a really, really nice summer. And I saw, that that same play design. I saw him just, and it is a game of inches where, maybe you get there a half a second late and you got to touch the guy off or you make a tackle or whatever, but just watching him break on the ball and then finish with a big run after the pick for the pick six was fun to watch. So very proud of the defense, and I know that Coach Mata, the defensive staff, they've worked our guys this week and hope to continue to improve on that side of the ball as well.
All right, Coach, putting you on the spot here a little bit. It's 4th and 1. The game's coming down to it. We need to get a stop. Who in that defense are you going to right now, this part of the season, to say, hey, I need you to get this team going?
Yeah, so I guess, there's so many, not so many, but there are 3 guys that really, and I know that's probably the easy answer or easy way out, but there are 3 guys that we've really leaned on for leadership, not just on the defensive side, but through our team in the weight room this summer. And that is, the 2 linebackers, TJ Alford and Afion Rivers. They're both seniors, and they both are great leaders. They lead by example. They're hard workers. They have tremendous work ethic. They're team guys. And then on the D-line is Deuce Montgomery, Antoine Montgomery. He's a guy that's logged a lot of minutes. He's maybe a little bit of a quiet, like the quieter type, but also can rally that group and rally that team. So I would say, as far as the execution, if we're looking for somebody to get a stop, if Deuce gets him first, I'll take that, because that's going to be probably for a bigger loss unless Coach Mata has TJ or on a blitz. But those guys are going to get us going. They're going to get us in the right place, and they've got great leadership qualities.
That's Coach Jay talking about last week's win over Palm Beach Gardens. When we come back, we're going to look at this year's schedule. We'll be right back.
Comfort Zone AC and Heating of Vero Beach has been servicing Indian River County for over 40 years, using only certified technicians. As a Christian, family, and veteran-owned and operated business, they offer comprehensive air conditioning, heating, and indoor air quality solutions to their clients. Online at ComfortZoneACNow.com. Proud supporters of the Fighting Indians.
Durfee's Heating and Cooling, a longtime friend and supporter of Christian FM. Durfee's Heating and Cooling offers air conditioning repairs, maintenance, and new installations. Family owned and operated, serving the Treasure Coast area. Durfee's Heating and Cooling, 772-971-5884.
Mazzarella's Auto Sales is part of a local business family and they're Christian FM supporters.
I'm sales manager Mike Mazzarella, and we always strive to offer late model cars and trucks that undergo inspection and service by our high-tech mechanics. We have Jeeps, Rams, Toyotas, Hondas, commercial vehicles, and luxury vehicles. On site, we have our Spanish-speaking sales and financial advisor Diego Sainz. We also offer our virtual showroom online at mazautosales.com.
I'm Chris, Mike's brother. Our family has been serving our community since 1999.
Now on the corner, 4th Street in Old Dixie.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Cap's Pizza and Pub.
Welcome back to Countdown to Kickoff. I'm Dr. Matt, hanging out with our very own Coach Lenny Jankowski. Coach, we got a great schedule this year. I'll let you walk us right through it.
Well, it sure does get off with a bang here at the start. Obviously, tonight's game against El Galley, and they were a 10-2 team last year, and we surely have our hands full. You mentioned their early season rankings and the talent that they have, and Coach has done a great job up here with this program, and then we moving right along, we go into next week playing Gainesville Buchholz, and they'll be coming back to the Citrus Bowl. They were state champion, or played in the state championship game last year, and I think finished 13-1. And then of course we follow that game with Homestead, and I think they ended up losing to St. Thomas Aquinas, and in a real close game. Deep into the playoffs. So those 3 right off the bat, can get your attention for sure. And then we get into some of our more regular, some of our more common opponents that some of our fans have seen. And as we get into districts with Centennial, a district game, and then play Heritage, we have to go back up to there. We played them in the playoffs last year. They were a district champ, and then can't forget about Booker T later on in the schedule. They'll be a nationally ranked team, and Rockledge is always one of the better teams up there. And then of course the Treasure Coast game and the Fort Pierce Central game, all those being district opponents. So I don't know if you can really even take a breath through any of that, but so I think more than ever, we've got to, as a program, as a staff, as a group of players, We've got to make sure we keep our eyes on the road and stay focused on the challenges that we have each and every week, because they are, very challenging games, and everybody runs a different type of scheme, and each week is a different challenge with preparation. So it should be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to tonight. Although we did have some weather situations this week in preparation, I do like our kids' focus. I like the way we're coming off the Kickoff Classic and where we're at, and tonight will be another way to, in a competitive format, evaluate our players and see where we're at, and hopefully keep this thing moving forward.
Well, Coach, normally we're used to or accustomed to here in Vero having 9 home games, 8 home games. This year we have a little more of the away games. Is that just the way that the contracts worked out, or is that geared toward next year being a lot of home games?
Yeah, so, obviously you and I both are still big fans of playing games at the Citrus Bowl and playing games at home. And so I think more than anything, I've mentioned this to our administration, is that, if you just look back just a few years ago, the way the playoff format worked is that your district games were the games that determined if you made the playoffs or not. Well, now the easiest way to explain it in a quick interview is that all the games count, in the ranking system. And so where in the previous method, where the district opponents were where you were evaluated as far as advancing to the playoffs, teams that were not in your district loved coming to the Citrus Bowl, because what it did is, they knew that they were going to be in for a battle and play a tough team and play in front of a tough environment. But as our opponents' coaches would explain to me, would be that we're playing in a playoff environment in the middle of the season, and that in a lot of coaches' minds prepared them for that opportunity down the road. Well, now with those games counting for your rankings, all games being for the most part equally as far as rankings go, weighed equally, then they're not as excited to come to town, play in front of the 12th man, play our program, so there's a lot more home and away, as opposed to teams willing to come here 2 years in a row and play in our environment. So that's the easiest way to explain it. I'm still always hoping that teams would like to come here. We do have Homestead coming here 2 years in a row. Of course, they probably have a tough time finding an opponent anywhere, and as talented as they are. But yeah. So we have most of what we're scheduled with these days are home and away games.
So, Coach, is that 2-year contracts? Is that how they high school does it?
Yeah. So football contracts are done on a 2-year contract, and so I should have explained that better. That home and away, meaning that there'll be if we're at their place this year, next year they'll be at our place, and vice versa. With the exception if you can get somebody to come to your place 2 years in a row.
Well, if you want a tough schedule, we have got it. Fight Indians this year. That's Coach Jay. I'm Dr. Matt. We'll be right back.
Comfort Zone AC and Heating of Vero Beach has been servicing Indian River County for over 40 years, using only certified technicians. As a Christian, family, and veteran-owned and operated business, they offer comprehensive air conditioning, heating, and indoor air quality solutions to their clients. Online at ComfortZoneACNow.com. Proud supporters of the Fighting Indians.
Hi, Derek West here from the Genesis Church of Vero Beach. We are proud supporters of Fighting Indians football and Vero Beach athletics. We invite you to join us this Sunday at 9:15 for our services. If you can't join us in person, please visit us online at gcvero.com. Genesis Church of Vero Beach, place of love where honest men are known and unafraid to love the hardest stone. Visit us at gcvero.com.
Headquarters Barbershop is a locally owned and operated barbershop and a proud supporter of the Fighting Indians and Christian FM sports, offering haircuts, beard trims, shampoos, massages, and more. From the kids' first haircut to adults looking for a trim, HeadquartersBB.com for online booking makes it easy to schedule your next haircut. Headquarters Barbershop, open Tuesday through Saturday, HeadquartersBB.com.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Caps Pizza and Pub.
Well, Coach Jankowski, tonight we take on the O'Galley Commodores, who come in ranked 14th preseason. I'm sure you've broken the film down. Let's talk on their offense. What makes you nervous about them?
Well, I think just, offensively, you got to look at it a couple different ways. One is the scheme, and okay, are you going to be able to get your guys lined up? And they do a lot of different things from formations and motions and shifts, and so I think you start there, and then you look at their individual personnel and say, okay, well, where? And they've got, their quarterback is a transfer that I think threw for over 2,000 last year. They have a running back that's returning that ran for over 1,000. They've got a couple skill guys that just really jump off the screen at you that can really run. Number 11 plays, on both sides. He's the 4 or 5 star safety that, is also an offensive threat, and they use him a lot of different ways with motion and figuring out how to get him some touches. And so, I think that's what jumps off at you when you're breaking their film down on the offensive side with their offense. But I like their scheme. I know that their linemen are tough kids, and I think they kind of gear it around that. But there's challenges all over the place there.
All right, switching sides to the defense, where do you think their strength lies?
Well, I think it starts with their D-line because they've got, 2 big-time recruits there on the D-line. Number 20 and number 56, I think, are both, Division I signees, wherever, or commits, I guess, at this point. But the other guys that they rotate in there, it's typically an odd front, and are pretty strong. And then the guys that they bring off the edge, they're a team that's going to bring a lot of pressure, edge pressure up the middle, and do a bunch of different things on the back end. And so if you start with their D line and then you work your way back, you can really tell how fast they are, and their speed on defense is something that really jumps out. So they do a good job of disguising coverages and mixing coverages and things like that everybody tries to do these days. So they're a talented group. But it's very enjoyable I think I speak for our entire staff too. Although it can be whatever, stressful or anxiety driven or however you want to look at it, but it is. I think we still do enjoy the part of of preparing and trying to put a game plan together to try to do what we like to do. And so it'll be fun tonight. We're looking forward to it. Like I said, they do a great job. They're one of the best teams up here, and hopefully we can hold our own with them and see where we're at in the end.
Well, definitely. And in the first game away, it's kind of an unusual thing for Vero, but here we are. Coach, as always, thank you for sitting down with us. We'll let you get back to the players. We'll be right back. Listen to Countdown to Kickoff on your Christian FM.
Hi, JW here from Barker Air Conditioning and Heating, serving the Indian River County area since 1959 and supporting fighting Indian sports for decades. We're known for being HVAC specialists for installation and service. Local, licensed, and insured, Barker is a trained comfort specialist that services all makes and models. BarkerAC.com.
Research shows that with a new roof, a homeowner can save 5 to 35% on their home insurance premium. We thank PDK Roofing, a Christian family that's been helping families and businesses for over 2 decades on the Treasure Coast and all of Florida with their roofing needs. PDK Roofing is licensed and insured, and they stay up to date with what insurance companies require so that their client is protected and providing financing options to get people approved. PDK Roofing, online at pdkroofinginc.com.
The Fighting Indians rely on teamwork, and so does Christian FM. One of those teammates is Scott Sporting Goods. Scott Sporting Goods features an array of sporting equipment, including clothes and shoes. They are also the ones that fit our Fighting Indians broadcast team with the Fighting Indians apparel. Located in downtown Vero Beach, 1407 20th Street. Their phone number is 778-0661. Thanks to Scott Sporting Goods.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Cap's Pizza and Pub.
Welcome to O'Galley High School, folks, as we get set for tonight's contest. It is week 1 of high school football, and your Fighting Indians start the season on the road up in Melbourne. Paul Tipton along with Gary Parrish. We'll check in with Derek and Matt in just a little bit. But, GP, last week, Vero Beach had their preseason matchup against the Garden Gators. They win 41-0. What did we learn about Vero Beach through that game?
Well, there was some problems with the snaps, and they made some adjustments on the front line. And the thing that I got out of that was how cool, calm, and collective our young quarterback was. When there was a snap that was bad, he didn't panic. He just picked the ball up, went through his routine, found ways of getting positive yards or getting rid of the pass, didn't take a sack. I enjoyed watching that. That told me that his ability, he's maturing and he's only 14 years old. He's a freshman, and every game's going to be a plus game for him. So it's set up for a good team tonight. This is a great team. I got a quote I want to read about what Chris Sands wrote about his team.
Okay.
The biggest thing I could say about this team is we have experience. A lot of guys have played a lot of varsity snaps in their career. We didn't lose much. It's all the same kids. So basically, all these kids are 1 year better. Okay. He had 10 kids coming back on defense.
Wow.
That just tells you right there with that quote, he's got some talent. He's got a defensive lineman named Brandon Brown, who is an LSU commit. He has a junior, Heresy. Heresy is a wide receiver, defensive back. He had 9 interceptions last year as a sophomore. That's talent. He's got talent all around him. They lost their preseason game to Mainland, defending state champion, and 11-3. Battle of the defenses. This is going to be a game that you set yourselves up last week. We looked good, and I think part of that was we were pretty good, and I think Palm Beach Gardens wasn't as good as they've been in the past. They're going to be a better team as the season goes along. They have some talent, but this is what it starts right here.
Yeah, it absolutely does, Gary. I like the fact that we were able to get a game in, get tuned up, play a different opponent that doesn't know your tendencies, those kind of things. See how you shape up both offensively, defensively, special teams. Most importantly, you got out of there without any injuries, and now you're set for the season opener.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. This is a big game. Galley is ranked 13th in the state by Max Preps. We're ranked 37th. So, we're a few spots behind them. And this is a team that has last year was 10-2. They were 9-1 regular season. Their only loss in regular season was to Cocoa, who's everybody's best team in the state of Florida, and then they lost in the playoffs a little bit later down the road. So that was the first time they'd ever won a district championship, and then they got a lot of these kids coming back. They got a transfer quarterback that came over, Joseph Allen, transferred in from Melbourne Central Catholic, where Joseph last year threw for over 2,100 yards as a quarterback. So you got some experience coming back there. They got a kid named Welch, running back, who rushed for around 1,400 yards last year. They got talent.
Yeah, they do. It's going to be a tough test for Vero Beach right out of the gate, and we'll talk more about that 3-week stretch for Vero Beach. It's going to be a gauntlet of sorts for the Fighting Indians, but it starts with tonight's Game 1 against O'Galley on the road. Start of the 24 season begins here tonight. We'll step aside. We're going to count down to kickoff right after this.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy, to country fried steak and eggs, to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Thanks to Roy Bell Grading Services for sponsoring Fighting Indians football and the Fighting Indians postgame show.
Hi, my name is Chase Bell, and my father Roy has served Indian River County in the grading industry for over 40 years. My family and I are proud supporters of Christian FM and the Vero Beach Fighting Indians. Go Vero!
No job too small or too big. Roy Bell Grading Services. We roll the earth. 772-473-4559. Roy Bell Grading Services.
Christian FM thanks Paris Family Chiropractic for their support. Dr. Matt Paris is a longtime resident of Vero Beach and a former quarterback for the Fighting Indians. Just like our Fighting Indians work hard for the win, Dr. Paris works hard for a patient's well-being. From proper alignment to good nutrition, Dr. Paris helps patients achieve the win. Paris Family Chiropractic. When the spine is in line, everything is fine. 299-4649 or parisfamilychiro.com.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Caps Pizza and Pub.
For joining us, we're counting down to kickoff. Season opener here is on the road for Vero Beach in Melbourne at O'Galley High School. Paul Tipton along with Gary Parrish. Thanks for joining us in our makeshift booth, if you will. We're going to be sitting outside here tonight in the bleachers. So thanks to Tom Collins and Frank Stawara as part of our sponsorship for our broadcast booth here tonight. And as we get set for tonight's contest, you got a team in O'Galley that's coming off a very productive season last year. They bring a lot of kids back this year, so they're hungry for more. Now they're ready to not just be satisfied with a district championship or getting into the playoffs. They're looking for a whole lot more, GP.
Yeah, their coach is definitely one of these guys. Chris Anns he's a motivator. This is his 7th year as a coach here at O'Galley. Last year they won their first district championship. They think they got enough talent that Max Preps ranked them 13th in the state this week. So we're going to see a team that's pretty good. They've got great athletes, Paul, all over the field, whether it's offense, defense. They play well. They're well coached, and don't make a lot of mistakes.
So it's going to be right up at the front of the line there, Gary, starting with our offensive line and seeing if our offensive line can hold their defensive front in check, giving Champ Mons enough time to read and react.
Yeah, you know what? They didn't do a bad job last week. I told you there were some adjustments they had to make. You got on your 2 tackles, you got Romeo Vargas, who's 6'2", 300-pound junior. Then on your right side, you got another junior who's 6'6", 305, and that's Champ Smith that everybody's looking at, his young man, for college future opportunities. Then inside, you got Corbin Phillips, if he plays left guard, which we saw him at the end. Then you've got O'Shea Wright, who is an up-and-becoming young man is getting to play. He's a senior, but he's really learning to you're doing really good at the game. Then Ben Hall's your center. Those are your key factors up there. Allow Champ good running backs. Josh Lansford, and Lansford's a senior, and Young is a sophomore. So, I mean, this is a team that's going to move the ball. And then you got E.J. White on one side, who's 6'2", 160 pounds. On the other side is Xavier Stinson, who is 6'2", 160 pounds, 180 pounds rather, junior that can fly and can jump. And then you've got a great talented bunch of guys in the middle with Williams, Jacobs, a freshman, Latravius Woods, and Manzoff, who's a junior also on the inside.
So offensively, that's what we need to do. Defensively, Gary, it's going to be dependent upon that front line for us, trying to get some pressure and then letting those linebackers wreak havoc like they always do.
They did a good job of plugging the middle last week, and it all starts with Antoine Montgomery. Right up the middle, does a beautiful job, 6'2", 305-pound senior. He plugs that hole really well. Bobby Burbick is 6'3", 200 pounds. He's a little light, but I tell you what, he's quick and he's got an attitude. He loves to play the game. Then on the other side is a very gifted athlete, and that's Tristan Davis, who's 6'2", 190 pounds, and he is a sophomore. And Paul, he has got all kinds of talent. Then you got those linebackers you talked about. You have T.J. Alford, everybody's All-American. He's got a commitment to Ohio State. And then you got in the middle, Afe Rivers, and everybody loves Afe. Afe is 5'8", 205-pound senior that goes from one side to the other side, and he plays the game very competitively. He loves to play. He's a physical guy. And then you got Kevin Benjamin, who had a good game last week.
Yeah.
We saw him get a chance to get in there. He's only 5'8", 152. He's kind of like between a hybrid between a spur and a linebacker. And then your secondary does a good job. You got R.J. Jones on one side. Then you got Mayor Shamez on the other side. You got Williamson Bell and Brian Carter, who we saw his pick six last week. And then you got guys like you can throw in E.J. White in the secondary. Marcus Melbourne, we saw him play. And Latravius Woods, who caught a ball last year. He's a good receiver freshman up front. So good defense.
Absolutely. Well, we're getting closer and closer to kickoff time. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll get a pulse down on the field with Derek and Matt. We're counting down to kickoff here at your Christian FM.
Comfort Zone AC and Heating of Vero Beach has been servicing Indian River County for over 40 years, using only certified technicians. As a Christian, family, and veteran-owned and operated business, they offer comprehensive air conditioning, heating, and indoor air quality solutions to their clients. Online at ComfortZoneACNow.com. Proud supporters of the Fighting Indians.
The Fighting Indians rely on teamwork, and so does Christian FM. One of those teammates is Scott Sporting Goods. Scott Sporting Goods features an array of sporting equipment, including clothes and shoes. They are also the ones that fit our Fighting Indians broadcast team with the Fighting Indians apparel. Located in downtown Vero Beach, 1407 20th Street. Their phone number is 778-0661. Thanks to Scott Sporting Goods.
Durfee's Heating and Cooling, a longtime friend and supporter of Christian FM. Durfee's Heating and Cooling offers air conditioning repairs, maintenance, and new installations. Family owned and operated, serving the Treasure Coast area. Durfee's Heating and Cooling, 772-971-5884.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Cap's Pizza and Pub.
Getting set for the season opener tonight. Vero Beach starts its 2024 season on the road at O'Galley High School to take on the Commodores here tonight. We're not too far away from kickoff. Speaking of, let's go down to the field, check in with the guys, starting with Derek West. Derek, defensively, the Indians will have their hands full with a Commodore offense that was very proficient last year.
Very, very proficient. They're running back very, very good. Out very good in between the tackles. If you look at us last week, I really felt like we did a good job kind of keeping stuff of us when it got into obvious running downs, but really got a lot of pressure on with our front five, front six, front seven maybe, and we were able to play kind of coverage on the back end, and that was particularly important in the second half when we got some picks. I think there were 3 in consecutive possessions, so some really good things that was all brought about because of the pressure that we were able to do. So I feel like we need to keep the ball in front of us and get pressure with our front seven, and we can really do some good things on the back end. If you can, is going to be a little bit of an issue tonight. The grass is like my head. It's really, really, really long. And so I think issues are going to be there for footing. So I'm looking forward to a pretty good football game between two good teams.
All right. Thanks a lot, Derek. Let's check in offensively. Matt Paris, you didn't get to join us last week, so you're back in full effect for the season opener, and it's going to start with that front line for Vero Beach protecting our quarterback.
It really is, Paul, and talking to the coaches at all the levels, the line coaches, the receiving coach, quarterback coach, there's some worries about this team. The Commodores are stout up front. They got good linebackers. They got a very athletic secondary. So the question is, how do you exploit, or what point do you exploit the Commodores? And I think it's really going to come down to the same thing it comes down to about every year. It's about the numbers. How many people are they going to have in the box, within that tackle linebackers, and if they don't have the numbers, if they have the numbers we're looking for, look for us to run the ball. If they don't, then look for us to throw. But that's what it's going to be. And but yes, this is going to be a really good test for a freshman quarterback to come into hostile territory and the field not being that great, and coming against a team that we have heard that their coach thinks that this is their team to take them to the state.
Matt, well, that's an impressive statement. Matt, you watched the film from last week. What's your impressions of Champ Mons, the freshman quarterback?
You know what? I think I was either you or telling someone else this. I tried to look at that film objectively, Paul. Take out the fact that this young man's a freshman and just say, okay, here's your first-time quarterback coming in. How do I think that he did? And boy, I tell you what, I thought he managed very well. He stayed poised. We had several bad snaps. I didn't see him get flustered. It's extremely easy for a freshman or anybody to just when the ball goes below, you have to go get it. You drop your eyes. You lose what's going on down the field. He did an amazing job with that. Then we look at his arm strength. There is no doubt that this kid has got one of the best arms we've seen, and he is only a freshman.
Yeah, we'll be saying that probably all season long. He's only a freshman. I mean, it's just that impressive. It's very rare to see not just having the talent, but have the poise that he has in the pocket and the presence he has at such an early age. I don't think I've ever seen that. Have you?
No, there's no doubt. He is head and shoulders, not just physically at the size that he is, but just the mental capacity. And having talked to Coach, this is what I think takes him to the next level even more, is that his ability to want to be coached. Like he's not coming in and going, Coach, this is me, I've been offered all this stuff. No, he wants to learn, and he knows that he has a coach that can instill this offense, but the defenses, and take him to the next level that he needs to be, not just physically, but with the football IQ that Coach can put in him.
Matt, I got a question real quick for you. This team has 10 defenders coming back. If you were a coach on defense, would you put a lot of pressure on this young man right away?
Oh, my goodness. I would be trying to come at every way possible without, compromising too much. But, yes, I'm trying to just confuse this young man. You know that he's a freshman. You've heard all this stuff. But, again, he's 14 years old. How do you do that? Boy, you do twists on the offensive line to confuse them. You bring different looks. You start with maybe a 3-front, which I like to do. Bring in one guy, bring two guys, delay the blitz, look like you're going to blitz, and then back off. Maybe even I would even drop off some linemen. You got some guys that all of a sudden, a lineman's dropping out into a coverage. Yeah, I'm as a defensive guy, I'm doing everything I can to confuse him. Now, how do we combat that? That's the question. We do that by keeping things simple with Coach and the calls, making sure that he understands that. And this is all pregame stuff as far as the numbers in the box. Just keep it simple. With if you've seen what they're going to bring, then you know what? This is going to be 5-man. Where no matter what happens, this is going to be a 5-man in the box, and this is how we're going to run it. Keep it simple for the young man as much as you can.
All right, thanks, Matt. And we'll be checking in with those guys throughout the course of this ball game as we get set for tonight's contest. The season opener for high school football is on us, and we are just about 15 minutes away from kickoff. We'll step aside. We'll come back. We get to know Josh Lancifer, our starting running back. More countdown to kickoff right after this.
Hi, JW here from Barker Air Conditioning and Heating, serving the Indian River County area since 1959 and supporting fighting Indian sports for decades. We're known for being HVAC specialists for installation and service. Local, licensed, and insured, Barker is a trained comfort specialist that services all makes and models. BarkerAC.com.
On Point Dental Care of Vero Beach is a modern dental facility bringing dental care in the traditional sense. At On Point Dental Care, we utilize infection control techniques and the newest technologies to ensure our patients' oral health and well-being is tailored to their needs. Online at onpointdentalcare.com. We support the Fighting Indians.
Mazzarella's Auto Sales is part of a local business family and they're Christian FM supporters.
I'm sales manager Mike Mazzarella, and we always strive to offer late model cars and trucks that undergo inspection and service by our high-tech mechanics. We have Jeeps, Rams, Toyotas, Hondas, commercial vehicles, and luxury vehicles. On site, we have our Spanish-speaking sales and financial advisor Diego Sainz. We also offer our virtual showroom online at mazautosales.com.
I'm Chris, Mike's brother. Our family has been serving our community since 1999.
Now on the corner, 4th Street in Old Dixie.
Welcome back to Countdown to Kickoff on the Vero Nation Network. Time to get to know your Indians.
So we're with Josh Lansford, our starting running back on offense. And Josh, you're in your senior season. Got a good deal of playing time last year, but now you're in that starting role. How's it changed for you?
Not much has really changed. The mindset is still the same, to produce on the field. That's what I do as running back. If it's blocking, if it's running the ball for touchdowns, if it's catching out the backfield. It's just the growth that I think from my junior year to my senior year has been tremendous. And my work ethic that I've been putting in the summer has been great, and I'm glad it's starting to pay off.
Eventually the student gets to become the teacher. So as you said, you went through your junior year, you had people, working with you, teaching you. Now you get to teach the younger guys. How's that going?
I think it's good. We have two backup running backs in Jannard and Jalen Howard, and just being the leader for them is great. Teaching them some of the things that I had to learn from the people I was studying from last year, from John, Octavian, Derek, and just helping them grow as running backs.
Yeah, absolutely. Last Friday night against Gardens, you got your first taste of action, live fire, as they like to say. What was it like when you first stepped out on the field?
It's great. There's no better place to be in Vero, the Citrus Bowl, and having all these fans out. And it was great for our team. I believe everyone was excited, and I'm glad we came out with the win.
I had you in that ball game. You had 10 different touches, 4 receptions, 6 carries. You totaled up 84 yards and a score. Not bad, man. You led on the offensive side.
Yes, sir. We have a lot of pieces, a lot of different weapons, and I'm glad that Coach A trusted me with giving me most of the touches, and I just had to produce, and I'm glad I did that.
Well, if we call you the leading offensive weapon, we could shorten that and just call you the low, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, on that first drive, you guys go 80 yards, which was an impressive drive. Great way to start. But then, hey, coach decides to bring in some defensive guy to score. What's that about?
It's not really any hate to the running backs or anybody who pushes down the field. It's just we have a great formation that we have, and giving the ball to Eighth, shorter but big player to get into the end zone. It was a great call by Coach Jake.
Well, of course, it was a preseason game, so it doesn't count on the stats. So we could just give him that one, right?
Yes, sir. We can. He's going to be talking about it, though. But
of course.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely going to talk about it.
Yes, sir.
Where did your love of football come from, and when did it start?
My love of football came from my dad, him being a former player and watching Barry Sanders. I watched a lot of Barry Sanders. I still watch him to this day. I try to model my game after him. Barry Sanders, Eric Dickerson, Bo Jackson, LaShawn McCoy. I like how they run the ball. And it started about 4 years old. 4 years old, yes, sir. And I just try to have my mind in football. Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, the Lions are not a bad team to cheer for anymore right now. Yeah. Barry Sanders, that's a great running back to model your skills after. You're in your senior season. I know we're just getting started, but at this stage, you've got to be thinking about the next level and potential schools. Aside from scholarship offers, if you could have a pick of a school, where would you go?
I believe Florida State University would be my pick. Florida State or Auburn University. When we went up there for our 7-on-7 tournament in the summer, it's great. The community's great. The bonding that they have as a team is great, and I believe it'll be a great fit for me if I ever have the chance to go to Florida State University.
Season's about to start officially now. We get our first test on the road against O'Galley. What do you know about the Commodores?
I know that they're very. I guess the best. The best thing they got, I guess, is their defense. And, they talk a lot about their defense, and I believe we have a great game plan for them. Coach Day does a great job in watching film and what we will be seeing when we play them, and I believe we'll be able to execute and come out with the win.
Besides this first game, what other games are you looking at on that schedule that stand out to you?
I'm looking at all games, but if I had to pick, probably Treasure Coast. I know we came up short last year, The Treasure Coast are coming here. I believe that'll be a good game, and Homestead. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a tough stretch of 3 weeks here to get the season underway, but we got faith in you guys. So, hey, thanks for spending some time with us. Good luck this season.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
All right, that's Josh Lansford, folks. Stay tuned. We got more Countdown to Kickoff right after this.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy, to country fried steak and eggs, to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Thanks to Longevity Rehab Centers in Vero Beach and Sebastian, owned by locals whose mission is to help heal those
that takes city and even well water and turn it into drinkable, pH-balanced, remineralized alkaline water throughout the entire house. Our system also protects the plumbing and appliances from hard water damage. No obligation consultations and water testing available. Online at ohanawatersystems.com.
It's Countdown to Kickoff. Now, here's Bobby Paris.
Welcome to Women of the Fighting Indians, where we can get a woman's perspective on Friday night under the lights at the Citrus Bowl in Vero Beach. This is Bobby Paris. Tonight, my guest is the beautiful Shay Brown. She is the mom to number 34, Afion Rivers.
Thank you so much for having me, Miss Bobby. I'm glad to be here.
So tell us about yourself.
Okay, Miss Bobby. My name is Shay. Born and raised in Vero Beach. Didn't attend Vero. Went to Sebastian High School. Graduated in 2000. I have 3 sons. My oldest is Antoine. He's 22. Then I have Afion, that's 17. And I have Austin, that's 11. I currently work at the Sheriff's Department. I'm working now in the warehouse. Been there for several years. Previously worked in dispatch for over 12 years. But I love where I'm at now. Oh, my other interest is baking. I would like to shout out my business, Anything Apple and More. I bake cakes, cupcakes, strawberries, whatever you need, I'm here for you.
Now, does Afion play any other sports?
He does do track, shot put, discus. Not sure if he's going to do them this year, but he has up until his 12th grade year done track as well.
On a Friday during football season, from morning to game time, what does your schedule look like?
Usually in the morning I'm working. Again, I do run a business out of my house, so, it kind of depends if Afe has a game. If I can't make it to a game, I'm at home prepping and getting ready to watch his game on YouTube. I will never miss a game because I'm going to be watching him. It's just that I might not be in the stands, but Mom is there.
All right, Shay, raising teenagers in today's world is challenging at best. How would you advise a mom of a teenage boy to ensure his success?
Raising boys, in my humble opinion, is very hard. And all I can say to parents is that, parenting doesn't come with a handbook. All we can do is the best we can. Sometimes our kids listen, sometimes they don't. At the same time, just keep them in prayer. Do the best you can. And even if they don't see it now, life is their biggest lesson. So that's all we can do.
That's great. So join me, Bobby Paris, at halftime for more of Women of Fighting Indians football.
Comfort Zone AC and Heating of Vero Beach has been servicing Indian River County for over 40 years, using only certified technicians. As a Christian, family, and veteran-owned and operated business, they offer comprehensive air conditioning, heating, and indoor air quality solutions to their clients. Online at ComfortZoneACNow.com. Proud supporters of the Fighting Indians.
Summers in Florida mean hot weather with lots of rain. Having gutters that work well is a must for most homes. Thanks to Able Gutter Services for their partnership. They provide premium products crafted to ensure customer satisfaction while protecting from water damage and maintaining structural integrity. Able Gutter Services in Indian River, St. Lucie, and Brevard County. Their number is 772-766-2554.
Hi, Derek West here from the
WSTF Vero Beach, Christian FM.
Heavy package in. Afion Rivers, and he got the surge behind the line. It's a touchdown, Vero Beach. Handoff, Lansiford looking for a hole. Now trying to get to the edge. He's got room to run, and it will be touchdown, Vero Beach. Bonds is looking left, now back to his right. Fires, looking over the middle of the field, and it's caught. Marcus Melbourne rolling to his left, now looking back right. Fires for a screen, it's intercepted. To the house, take it all the way. Touchdown, Vero Beach.
This is Fighting Indians Football. Vero Nation Network and Christian FM Sports presents Fighting Indians Football. Here's the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
Live from O'Galley High School, it's week 1 of high school football with a tough opening match. The O'Galley Commodores take on your Vero Beach Fighting Indians, and the Friday night lights are on. O'Galley won the toss but has deferred to the second half, and they elect to kick off. And E.J. White with the ball to the 20, 25, 30, and a good return near the 35-yard lines. Hey, Vero Nation, along with Gary Paris, Derek West, and Matt Paris, I'm Paul Tipton, and we welcome you to Fighting Indians Football. Proud to bring you our 28th season of Indians Football, and it's presented by Cafe 66. So we'll get a chance to see our offensive unit first, and that's going to mean let's take a look at that starting lineup. David Mason is going to get the start tonight at left tackle, along with O'Shea Wright on the left side. Corbin Phillips in the center, Champ Smith and Romeo Vargas, right guard and right tackle, respectively. Champ Mons at quarterback, along with E.J. White, Lorenzo Williams, Xavier Stinson, Jarvis Jacobs, and Josh Lansiford in the backfield. First down and 10. It's going to be a swing pass to Lansiford, trying to get to the left side. He's got a little bit of an angle, and he'll get close to the 40-yard line. A good pickup of almost 5.
Yeah, that was a good swing pass. And again, on the opening kickoff, a fake reverse allowed E.J. White to get 25 yards on that play. Good field position. Then on that one right there, just a little swing pass, safe pass, picks up 5 yards.
Second down. 5 yards to go. Twin receivers on the right side. Handoff Lansford off the right side. He's got a first down and more. And that is your first down, brought to you by Game Day Men's Health of Vero Beach.
You saw that defense set up in a 3-3 situation. Good job blocking by Champ and Mason on the, Mason and is on the right side, looks like. Compared to
they've shifted them
around again. Well, good job by Dave Mason. Yeah.
Pickup of 9 on that. 2 plays, 2 carries by Lansiford, and it's a first down. Another handoff. Lansiford working off the right side. He spins, picks up about 3 on the play. Bring up second down for the Fighting Indians.
Yeah, a little bit. They're hurry up now. They're in a hurry up offense.
Yeah, they're going to go 5 wide. 4 receivers bunched over on the left side. Quick pass, left side screen for E.J. White. E.J. with a move and gets past the 45-yard line, as now Vero Beach is in Commodore territory.
I almost thought they had a penalty there with getting men off the field. I think the ball was snapped, and the official didn't throw the flag.
Coach Jay going with tempo here. Again, 5 wide. Another screen left side for E.J. White. E.J. trying to fight for that first down marker, and I think he's just short.
Yeah, they're about a yard short on that. That's a little bit of what they call a little slip screen to the outside. And you get your guys blocking out in front of you. You put your athlete in a position. He's going to be about a yard short or so on this play. So, fourth down. This is here's your first big challenge of the night for the Indians offense.
It's a 4th and 1 for the Fighting Indians. Opening drive of the ball game that started from the Vero Beach 35. They'll send 2 receivers wide on the right, a single to the left. Extra blocker at the line. Handoff Lansford off the right side. He got caught, and he's short. Stopped by Emmanuel Small.
He did not make it. They got a good job by Small, who penetrated on that offensive line, got through there, Paul, and he just reached up and grabbed the shoulder pads of Lansford and pulled them back. If anything, they may have lost a yard, a foot or 2 on that play. So, good defense. We talked about the defense. We saw it right there.
Put that ball at the 41-yard line of O'Galley, and here comes the offense for the Commodores, led by Joe Allen at quarterback. He's got trips to the left side. He's looking to throw on first down. It is caught at the 46-yard line and pursued by the white shirts of Vero Beach. Will make it a gain of about 6.
Yeah, just a quick hitch there by the receiver. He goes down. There's a soft spot there, and the quarterback read it. Joseph Allen. He may have thrown eventually like Josh Allen, but this is Joseph Allen as he picks up about a 5 yards on that play.
Second down and 5. They're going to stack receivers on the left side. Handoff, and then caught in the backfield. How about Burbick getting in there?
There's that speed and athleticism of Bobby Burbick as he was able to get in between the tackle and the guard and made that tackle for a loss of about almost 5 yards, brings up third and almost to say 10 yards.
Burbick, Montgomery, and Davis up front. Alford, Rivers, Benjamin at the linebackers. Jones, Shabazz, Carter, Bell, and White in the secondary. 3rd down and 10. Receiver in motion. Allen rolling right, looking downfield, fires, hits Heresy. Heresy will be shy of the first down mark by about 3 yards.
Yeah, this is a big call here. I would punt it and pin Vero Beach back at this situation. Vero's defense did a good job. It's 4th and 4, Paul, and this is a good call because you saw what happened to us on 4th and 1, but we were in better field position than again if they were to go for it here.
Shabazz, well, he was going to be back deep. Now they switch it up, and Stinson's going to drop back deep for Vero Beach. Punt is away. High end-over-end punt. It's going to go out of bounds around the 30-yard line of Vero Beach.
I think it's going to be up a little bit more like the 35 or 36. And that's where it went out. That's one of those. How do you're the guy back there. You got to walk up there, and you got to figure
out where it is. Yeah,
that's tough. I'm going to tell you right now. And they'll tell you, officials will say, you got to do your best. You just got to find that where you think it went out. So that wasn't but, what, a 14, 15-yard punt, if that?
Yeah, about a 20. Yeah, something like that, yeah. 36-yard line, that's where Vero Beach will get it started. Started from its own 35 on the first possession. Now number 2 at the 36. No score. 7-16 here in the first quarter. Indians going to shift some things around. Twin receivers on either side. Mons, he's looking to throw, trying to set up a screen underneath. He's got Lansford. He's got a block, and he'll pick up about 4 on the play as he gets to the 40.
That's a middle screen that time to the running back. And, again, the Commodores do a good job of reading it. They allowed just 4 yards on that play. But, again, it was a nice little middle screen with it's a F right, they would call it, F screen right.
So going to bring in, looks like Burbick's going to come in on 2nd down and 6. Ball at the 40. Trips to the left side. Lansford in motion. Swing pass for Josh. Josh with a little bit of a block, and he's close to the first down mark. I think he might have got it by the spot.
Yeah, they should give it to him because he was above the ball, over the ball. Now, it all depends where he plants it and puts it. That's a first down.
Wait for the official signal here. It's awfully close. They're going to have a conversation about it, I guess.
I would measure that. Yeah, I thought the spot was okay with he might have been just a few inches short. But nice little swing pass that time. You put a man in motion.
It by about half of the football, it looks to me, but
it's
short.
short.
Going to say short. Wow.
Yeah. Wow, he's about it. Now, this is a tough call. Well, you got to go for it.
It's 3rd down.
Not tough.
It's 3rd down.
Oh, it's 3rd down. I thought it was 4th down. I'm sorry. Thank you. I was sitting there thinking, well, but I saw the 3. I didn't know that it was.
It's a tough call on 3rd down.
Yeah, it's tough. Thank you. Well, we're in midseason already picking on Gary. And I deserve it.
Hey, you know what? There's no off season for that.
Yeah, I know. Water break.
So we'll step aside for a water break here. Second possession for Vero Beach. Looking at a 3rd down and short when we come back.
Hi, JW here from Barker Air Conditioning and Heating, serving the Indian River County area since 1959 and supporting fighting Indian sports for decades. We're known for being HVAC specialists for installation and service. Local, licensed, and insured, Barker is a trained comfort specialist that services all makes and models. BarkerAC.com.
This is Fighting Indians football on the Vero Nation Network. Brought to you by Molinari Pools. Let's join Gary Paris and the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
O'Galley High School is where we are tonight to start the season. Vero Beach on its second possession of the evening, and it's looking at a third down and short. We've got no score with 6:15 remaining in the first quarter. Hey, Vero Nation, thanks for joining us here tonight. I know we got some folks watching the game back home. Caps Pizza, Hurricane Wings, Big Shots, I believe, has got a watch party going on. And on third and short, Lansford looking for a surge. They got the surge. They got the first down and more near midfield.
It was a direct snap. They had the Wildcat in there. And what they did is they just Lansford took the snap, got in behind the big guys, and was able to get that first down.
That is a game day Men's Health of Vero Beach first down. Ball at the 49 of Vero Beach. 1st and 10. 4 receiver set, 2 on either side. Pump fake. Mons looking. Now he's out of the pocket. Throws downfield. Got hit and will fall incomplete.
He was looking to throw to Stinson, it seemed like, on a down the field to go vertical on the play. Good coverage by the Commodores. Then he's able to step up in the pocket, which told me that the line did a good job. And he was looking, and finally somebody hit him from behind, knocked the ball forward.
So 2nd and 10 after the incomplete. Mons fires left side, finds his receiver, and that is complete for a nice gain.
That's
Lorenzo Williams.
Yeah, Williams does a good job. It's a good stick route. A good stick route on that, Paul. He just finds that open seam there and makes a great catch, gets hit immediately. So now brings up 3 and a third down and about 4, maybe 5. Well, 4.
At the 45 of the O'Galley. Trips to the right side, single to the left. Mons waits for the snap. Whoa, crazy snap there. Mons looking to see what he can do. Fires. He's got Lansford wide open. He goes down the field to the 25 and out of bounds near the 20.
I tell you what made that play. Now, he adjusted really well. He wasn't ready for the snap. He bobbled it. He looked to his left, and then he started to run. And Paul immediately came up, and he tossed it out there to Lansford on the play.
Swing pass. EJ, left side. Stopped around the 20-yard line.
They have thrown that screen pass to EJ probably about 4 times now in this first quarter.
They have.
Yeah.
So just shy of the 20-yard line, a pickup of almost 3. 2nd down and 7.
He's trying to catch their defense where they get a chance to get somebody open, but they're playing a 1 high, and they got that safety back, and they got another safety to the right.
Snap. Keeper by Mons trying to go off the right side. And he'll push his way close to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, this is getting to be 2-down territory now. So it's 3rd down right now. And again, you're almost thinking 2-down territory.
I'll back it up a little bit. It's right around the 17-yard line now.
That's another direct snap and just let the quarterback run the right up the middle.
So now we've got a 1st and goal, home inspections, red zone alert as the Fighting Indians now inside the 20. On 3rd down, Mons looking, firing, looking for his receiver. He had him. He was looking for Williams, and incomplete.
Hey, you almost got to figure you got to make that catch. That ball was a little high, but it hit right in his hands. And I'm not saying that he, just to me from our angle up here, it was a catchable ball. You got to, as a receiver, you got to help your quarterback out at times.
3:28 left here in the first quarter. No score. It's the 2nd possession of the night for the Fighting Indians.
2nd time they've gone 4th down.
And this is 4th down. Mons firing over the middle field. Receivers there. Oh, right through the hands. Incomplete. And turnover on downs.
Goodness gracious. That was you couldn't have thrown a better pass. I don't know if the receiver was ready for it or he went right through his hands. That's 2 back-to-back I thought were catchable balls, Paul. And again, I'm not I'm not down on the field or I'm not running those routes, but from up here, it's what it looked like.
All right, so turnover on downs. Second time tonight for Vero Beach. That brings the Commodore offense back out on the field. They'll start from their own 17. Handoff's going to go off the right side. And the sweep will pick up about 5.
And that's a good, what do you call, student body right. You got everybody going that way to the right side. And Indians were able to get up in there and make that tackle. It's almost 6 yards they gave him on that play.
Yeah. So 2nd and 4. As the clock continues to roll here at 2:54 and counting left in the first quarter. Trips to the left side. Allen fires down that right side with a one-on-one. It's caught and off to the races. And he will not be caught. And the Commodores will score first. And that is DJ Maltzby.
Yeah, that's a fantastic throw. I'm telling you, the throw was right out front, just enough. He reaches out, he makes that catch, and our defender stumbled, and then that was off to the races then on that play there. That's a big,
it's about
big time play.
70-yard score, 75-yard score for the Commodores.
Yeah, big time play.
So we'll wait for the point after try here. Kick is up, and it is good by DeMarc. 7-0 lead, Commodores on top.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Comfort Zone AC and Heating of Vero Beach has been servicing Indian River County for over 40 years, using only certified technicians. As a Christian, family, and veteran-owned and operated business, they offer comprehensive air conditioning, heating, and indoor air quality solutions to their clients. Online at ComfortZoneACNow.com. Proud supporters of the Fighting Indians.
So 83 yards in 2 plays. It's a 75-yard catch for Maltzby. And the Commodores strike first. They lead late here in the first quarter, 7-0.
Well, the bad side of that is that they lost their looks like their place kicker is hurting on that play.
Yeah.
There was a collision after the ball was kicked, and
that's Jermaine DeMarc.
And he was holding his leg, and let's hope the young man is okay. You hate to see anybody get hurt. In that, but that Vero guy, I'm going to go back on that last drive. There was 2 catchable balls that didn't get caught, and then they throw a perfect throw, and the guy makes a great catch and gets it.
7-0 lead after the 2-play drive for the Commodores, and that scoring drive brought to you by McCall Insurance Agency. As the Commodores get set to kick off, they're going to squib it down the middle of the field. It's picked up by Marcus Melbourne. And Melbourne gets to the 27-yard line.
A little squib kick because the kicker is out. They brought in another kicker, and he did a squib kick down there, and they did a good job covered. They got another injured player down.
And this second kicker.
No way.
It is. I don't mean to laugh, but yeah, it is. It's another kicker.
See, no, I think that we heard from the sideline that was not an intentional squib kick down. He probably snapped his knee trying to hit it.
Well, you can join us this Tuesday for Coach's Corner. We're at Cap's Pizza every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. And if you can't make it, you can always join us live on YouTube at our channel, Vero Nation Network. Well, we'd love to have you there and join in. We've got Gary Parrish, Coach Jankowski, and myself there Tuesday night, 6 p.m., Cap's Pizza for Coach's Corner. So it's a 7-0 lead for the O'Galley Commodores. And now time to see if Vero Beach can answer. They're going to start from their own 27. Mons is looking to throw. Pump fake. Finds a receiver and in and out of the hands.
My goodness, that's 3 drop balls. You got to catch that. I mean, your quarterback is stepping up. He steps up in the pocket and throws a beautiful pass right in. And nobody feels worse than that receiver does right now. But that's not helping you.
Right.
You're out there because you're a starter. You're a good receiver. And so far tonight, we've had several drops. We've had 3 drops that I'm aware of right now.
Second down and 10. 2 receivers set up left side, a single on the right. Handoff, Young. And not much going there this time as the defensive line held its ground.
Yeah, there wasn't much of a surge on that left side that time. Good job by the defense as they pushed Vero Beach back. And so it brings up 3rd and about almost 9 yards to go. It's a tough situation to be for Vero Beach. It's 3rd and 9 right now because you're struggling to catch a ball.
3rd down and 10. Champ Mons, he's looking to throw, pressured out of the pocket, now to the left side. He's got some room to run. Now he's going to fire downfield and just throw it away. So 4th down. And be interesting to see what Coach Jay is going to do here. Last week, we watched our quarterback pooch punt every single time.
That was a play they wanted to go vertical on that play. They had White to the left side. He stops trying to think. Now, the quarterback takes off and runs, Paul, and what he needs to be able to do is act like he's going to run. He probably should have ran that ball and because the defender was covering his man.
All right, so we're bringing out a unit here to, I guess, punt the ball away.
We need a punter.
And is it – I don't think TJ is going to punt the ball. Now we're going to have to take a timeout. Yeah, timeout on the field. 1:37 to go here in the first quarter. We'll be back.
Thanks to Longevity Rehab Centers in Vero Beach and Sebastian, owned by locals whose mission is to help heal those who are hurting with the goal of getting them back to a productive life. Longevity Rehab has built a reputation of trust with their clients from the top down, offering both physical and massage therapy designed to restore, relieve, or maintain a healthy lifestyle. Blue Cross Blue Shield, Humana, Cigna, United Healthcare, Health First, Medicare, and most insurances are accepted. LongevityRehab.com.
Fighting Indians football, where teamwork makes dreams work. We thank PDK Roofing. They believe in the power of teamwork. A Christian family making residential and commercial roofing dreams a reality. PDK Roofing is licensed and insured, and they stay up to date with what insurance companies require, ensuring their clients' confidence in their reliability. PDK Roofing is online at pdkroofinginc.com.
Back here, all right, 4th down, and Mons is back out on the field to punt the ball away. Snaps there. Mons, I think the defender might have got a piece of that. And it's going to go out of bounds around the 42-yard line. Oh, here come flags now as one of the Commodores lost his helmet. Saw one of our guys, I think, kick the ball.
Well, the other thing is when you lose your helmet, you must stop. You can no longer be activated in a play.
Yeah.
And
so that's DeMaz Pitts that lost his helmet.
His helmet was about 7-8 yards behind him.
I'll wait to see what the officials say here. I mean, they're looking at the O'Galley side.
If this goes against Vero, personal foul against Vero.
Wow.
Now you've given them even better field position now with the penalty.
Somebody must have knocked that helmet off.
So that'll put the ball at the 26-yard line. Commodores coming off a 2-play drive that produced a touchdown, and they lead 7-0. 1:29 to go here in the first quarter. Heresy, left side, trying to turn it upfield, past the 20 to the 19.
Yeah, you saw RJ come flying up there. RJ takes the guy out that's the lead blocker. Now he's looking for help from the guys from underneath, but he picks up 6-7 yards on that play there. But RJ did his job. He takes out the lead guy. That means that he cuts back. You've got to have some pursuit there. You got to have some guys come up to help.
Picked up 7 on that carry, making it a 2nd down and 3. Twin receivers on the right side, single to the left, one back in the backfield. He's going to get the handoff, and he's gobbled right up. TJ Alford, he takes the ball away, and he's going the other direction. Alford will not be caught, and he's going to score for Vero Beach.
Wow. Big guy, big play time makes big plays. That's what you look for your star, your stud players. Alford is a Ohio State commit, and he literally stripped the back of the ball and took it and goes the other way.
About a 79, 80-yard return for Alford. And just like that, Vero Beach with some renewed life.
Yeah, you got to find a way. They really stuffed the play. And it was stuffed for about a 2 or 3 yard loss. And he just took it right out of his hands.
Yeah, it was Emmanuel Small who got the handoff, and then Alford darts in there, and he just ripped it right out of his hands and ran the other direction for 80 yards.
Zero took it out of zero.
Well, whistle's going to stop this PAT attempt. So we'll say a 75-yard return on the strip and fumble recovery for TJ Alford, the Ohio State commit.
I'm seeing, what did they call on the penalty? Was the center covered? See, they moved it up halfway up, so he must have been covered.
So reset here as Sam Kynes will get set for the PAT. Parker Banzoff set to hold. Snap a little high. Banzoff gets it down, and Kynes gets it through. Guess what, folks? We got a tie ball game. 26 seconds left to go here in the first quarter.
Christian FM thanks SOS Pest Services, who know that Florida's warm climate means pests of all types, disrupting our comfort and lifestyle. When it's time to sound the alarm, SOS will send their technicians to promptly deal with the problem, so no more worries about unwanted guests. SOS Pest has a range of services tailored to meet individual needs, serving Orchid, Indian River Shores, North Hutchinson Island, and surrounding areas. Owned and managed by lifetime local pros. Online at sospestservices.com or 772-296-2966.
TJ Alford with a big play for the Vero Beach defense. Strip, fumble return, 75 yards. And with the PAT, we're back tied at 7 with 26 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Gruber gets set for the kickoff. High, pooch kick, fair catch called at the 35 for O'Galley. Well, there's more than one way to score. It doesn't have to be the offense.
No, you know the offense is struggling right now, so you got a big defensive player steps up, grabs the ball, and again, it was very close to. I think the whistle was going to blow for he was stalled.
Yeah, you're right.
Stalled out right there, maybe, but he was still fighting, and the official allowed it to go, and he picked that ball, took it right out of his back pocket almost.
All right, so from the 35. Here comes Joe Allen in the offense for O'Galley. Pass on the right side. Oh, that was a good pass. Dropped by Biggs.
I tell you what, they ran a stick route to that side that time. It was their right side, our left, and he threw a bullet out there. And again, they got a little bit of drops there too. That was a drop pass. He would have gotten 5, 6, 7 yards on that play.
2nd down and 10 for the Commodores. They're going to line up 3 receivers right, single to the left. Actually going 5 wide. Empty backfield. Allen shaking around, and that defense is just all over him.
Sack.
And a sack for a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, that's it. You listen. You've got about 2.5, 3 seconds to get that ball out of your hand. And if not, you're going to have to take a sack.
Well, that's going to do it for the end of the first quarter. 7-7. Offense for the Commodores. Defense for the Indians. Get ready. Second quarter's coming your way. This is Fighting Indians football.
Gino's Nutrition Shop carries a wide selection of safe supplements for athletes no matter their age, especially regular gym goers. I'm Gino, and we love supporting the Fighting Indians. Our supplements work for muscle recovery, hydration, focus, immunity health, along with grab-and-go meals. At
2-766-2554.
Here we go with the second quarter. 3rd down and 11 for the Commodores. Allen being pursued. Hits his target. Hearsay. There's a flag down on the far side of the field.
That probably means somebody either lined up offside or they jumped offside. That's the only way I can see it. In other words, they may have had somebody lined up offside, but they would have blown the whistle immediately, I would have thought.
We'll wait and see what the official says here.
Now, to Vero, if it's against them, which most penalties right now have been against us.
All right.
Illegal push. It's illegal hands. On a run play.
All right. I don't get it.
I don't either.
I'm at a loss there. I don't get it.
It's a 10-yard penalty.
I don't give him.
No, it's a 15-yard penalty. Must have been. How can it be pass interference?
Huh. Okay. That's going to put him at the 49-yard line and a first down. Well, I don't know.
Apparently, Lenny wants to talk to the coach, and
you mean the ref?
I mean the ref, rather, and he wants to find out why that was called. And I'd like to go to the sideline if any of our guys can figure out what happened on that play. What?
Well, yeah, it is a crazy situation. But it's going to be a first down. They won't rescind that penalty, I promise you that. And it'll be a first down for the Commodores at their own 49-yard line.
A 15-yard penalty. I don't understand the play.
All right, so offense and defense get lined up here. We're just getting started in the second quarter. We're tied at 7. And a new set of downs for the Commodores. Allen looking to fire left side. He's got his receiver. And that'll be a good 8-yard gain on that pass play.
Well, they're challenging him now. They're getting ready. He's got such a great release, Allen does. He gets that ball out there very, very quick on that play. And he picks up 8 yards on that. They feel right now that they can throw the ball on Vero Beach. Mm-hmm. That's the feeling they have right now. The quarterback has only been sacked 1 time.
That was Maltzby again getting the catch over on that far side. Pickup of 8. It's 2nd and 2. Stacked receivers on the right side. Handoff. And he's going to go for nowheres. Alford in the backfield for a big loss.
Yeah, good job by Benjamin. Kevin Benjamin set the outside on that. He had him pinned right there, and Alford comes in and just cleans him up.
So they'll move backwards, and it'll be 3rd and long for the Commodores. Lose 5 on the play, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 7. 3 receivers on the right side. Allen looking that way, fires, has his receiver, and he's going to have enough for a 1st down.
Well, I saw that right there. That there was trips to the right, and the inside receiver ran a beautiful 6-7 yard stick route, and the quarterback read it too. And by the time our guys got to react to it, it was a 1st down.
Yeah, that's Biggs on the catch for the Commodores.
And right now you almost feel that they sense they can pass on us.
It's going to be a handoff. And off the right side is going to be a pickup of another couple, maybe 4 or 5 yards there for the Commodores.
About 6 almost.
We'll say 6.
Yeah, I thought we had him, and he was able to get to the outside edge right now.
Second and 4. Allen looking, fires over the middle of the field, has a receiver a little high for his intended target. It'll go incomplete.
It was high, and I guarantee you if it's down about 3 or 4 feet, it's going to be a catch across there. And Benjamin was coming across to make contact with him. So it brings up 2nd down, but it was and a flag is on the play. Another flag.
And he was looking for heresy. And is this going against the Commodores?
Yeah, is that the first one?
Might be.
It might be.
Yeah. That's going to put them back even further now, past the 40-yard line to about the 42, 43-yard line. Bring up 2nd down and 13.
I need a little pressure here and need a pick.
They'll send 3 receivers on that left side. He's looking right, though. Pressured out of the pocket. Looking like he wants to run. Now he's going to flip it downfield. He's got a receiver wide open. That's Maltzby. He shakes the defender, and he's going to the end zone.
That is a big-time play by Allen. Big-time high school play right there. He avoided the sack, got to the outside. He challenged the line. Right before he went over the line, he threw a soft pass right into Maltzby's hand, and he was off to the races. One good move, and it was there. That's just a big-time play in high school right there, or college, or even in the pros.
Samoya out to try the extra point for the Commodores. Kick is no good.
Oh, now they got a flag.
And he's down. This is the 3rd kicker.
Well, he was the first one. They're going to get us for roughing the kicker, and they'll probably now go for 2 on it. And then we got away, I thought, the first time when he roughed him. I thought he got hit. And sometimes a kicker will hold their leg out there. You know what I mean? They'll kick, and then they'll kind of hold their leg out there. And you're coming across there, and a lot of times if he holds that leg out there, official will tell him, says, "Hey, look, you're exposing your leg, and you may be holding it a little too long." Not on that one. They called the flag. I believe that was almost a makeup for the first one. Yeah. Oh, they're going for 2 here.
Yeah.
They're coming off the field now. They're going for 2.
So Allen back out along with the offensive unit. Small in the backfield. Allen rolling to his right. Pump fakes. Now he's firing, and it'll go
pass
incomplete.
Interference. They're going to call pass interference on Vero Beach. Holding against Vero Beach. And that's going to be that's probably a good call. But it's you got that much time. You're coming up on the guy, and you put your hands on him like that, and then the ball's thrown, and they're going to get him for holding. So that gives them now.
Yeah, they inch it a little closer. And
they got 3/4 of a yard to go.
All right. Well, the offensive unit will line up again here. This time, they look like they're going to go with a tighter formation.
Now look at the ball, a handoff right to that big guy.
Yep, handoff is going to go to Brown, and it will be for 2. So it now becomes 15-7. Commodores on top.
On Point Dental Care of Vero Beach is a modern dental facility bringing dental care in the traditional sense. At On Point Dental Care, we utilize infection control techniques and the newest technologies to ensure our patients' oral health and well-being is tailored to their needs. Online at onpointdentalcare.com. We support the Fighting Indians.
Masters Academy has excelled in biblical worldview education from pre-K through 12th grade since 1998. Alongside their quality college prep education, Masters Academy offers multiple self-paced high school programs, blending academic education with specialized trade skills. Masters Academy is located at the corner of 58th Avenue and 12th Street in Vero Beach. For more information about obtaining a Christ-centered education, contact Masters Academy at info@mastersvb.org.
So a 65-yard drive for the Commodores with a 42-yard pass plus the 2-point conversion makes it 15-7. Kickoff is going to take a one hop, picked up. EJ trying to get off the right side. Flag is down. EJ trying to get to the lane, and he'll be stopped around the 35-yard line. Well, how about a little flag there for pushing him way out of bounds after the whistle?
There's going to be a holding call at a certain spot against Vero Beach, and Vero is kind of shooting themselves in the foot. That's a good return.
They got to regroup before they get, before this can get out of hand quickly. It's 15-7 with 9:23 second quarter.
To me, this is a crucial drive right now, Paul. I think this team needs to come together here if possible. They're going to lose about 10 yards back, and but they need to find themselves here. They need to score here. This is one of those drives, if they get the ball back and they go down and score, now all of a sudden it's a 2-score game, and Vero right now needs to catch up right here on this series. And they got to go a long way. They got to go 90 yards. Or actually 85.
85. So it's first down and 10. The offensive unit, I mean, when they got a good start, even though they didn't produce any points, they had a good start. And then in the last series, it seems like it just really has stalled. Bonds from the gun. Right side. Fires. Finds his receiver. Jacobs down the sideline trying to shake a move, and he's down to the 39-yard line. A nice first down and a good catch by Jacobs.
Yeah, that's good to see him bounce back. He had earlier one he had let get through his hands. That one he does a quick out, is a speed out, and it's a great throw. Wow, what a throw.
That's a Game Day Men's Health of Vero first down. Picks up 24, excuse me. And Vero Beach from their own 39, first down and 10.
Coach, you got to get going here. It needs either that or call a timeout.
There's no play clocks here, so waiting to see the signal from the back judge.
I don't see a back judge.
No, there's no back judge. Handoff. And Lancefort able to get a good 4 to maybe 6 yards on the carry. Nice run.
Yeah, nice little play. You got your guard pulling to your left side. He gets in behind the guard, picks up about 5 yards on that play, almost 6, but 5 yards. Nice run. Good job blocking.
2nd and 4. Mons. He's got time. Better let it go. He's going to let it fly downfield. He's looking for R.J. Jones, and just a little too far for R.J.
They tell you what, that shows you the strength of his arm. What he has to mature as now is to be able to get that ball in on him. You overthrew him by 5 or 6 yards. You can't do that as a young quarterback, any quarterback. You've got to be able to – he's fast. He beat his man. He's ahead of his guy 2 to 3 yards, and the ball just overthrown.
So 3rd down. Mons rolling out of the pocket, looking downfield. He gets tripped up in the backfield. Big loss. That'll bring up 4th down and long.
And that's a big play right there, Paul. Anytime you see something like that, you got to give you credit to the defense there. The young man was going to go. He had the first down. If he could have got by the defender, he would have had the first down. And unfortunately, he won't be able to. We can just say he had it. That's all.
Yeah.
Good play by the defense.
Lost 7 on that play, so now that means punt time. Mons will drop back to punt this ball away. Low snap. Mons has got to get it and try to get out of trouble here. He's just going to throw it downfield, and it's caught. Was it caught?
No, incomplete.
Incomplete. Wow. So now O'Galley again with some good field position here as they have scored on their last 2. They scored on their last possession, and it's a 15-7 lead for the Commodores. 7:06 to go here in the second quarter. Coming up at halftime, we'll have the Genesis Church halftime show featuring women of the Fighting Indians with host Bobby Paris. That'll be coming up on the Genesis Church halftime show. And Vero Beach now trying to see if it can hold as the Commodores starting to feel it a little bit. And Vero having to take another timeout here with personnel late getting on the field. We'll step aside. We're in the second quarter. It's a 15-7 lead for O'Galley. Christian FM thanks Paris Family Chiropractic for their support. Dr. Matt Paris is a longtime resident of Vero Beach and a former quarterback for the Fighting Indians. Just like our Fighting Indians work hard for the win, Dr. Paris works hard for a patient's well-being. From proper alignment to good nutrition, Dr. Paris helps patients achieve the win. Paris Family Chiropractic. When the spine is in line, everything is fine. 299-4649 or parisfamilychiro.com.
Headquarters Barbershop is a locally owned and operated barbershop and a proud supporter of the Fighting Indians and Christian FM sports, offering haircuts, beard trims, shampoos, massages, and more. From the kids' first haircut to adults looking for a trim, HeadquartersBB.com for online booking makes it easy to schedule your next haircut. Headquarters Barbershop, open Tuesday through Saturday, HeadquartersBB.com.
Commodores coming out for a 1st down and 10 after the timeout from the Vero 36. Allen looking to throw. Flag is down. Receiver just a little out of his reach. And thankfully for Vero Beach, he couldn't catch that ball, or that could have been another big play for the Commodores. Latson was the intended target. We'll check the penalty. And we'll see what's going on here with the penalty. But it's going to be against the Commodores.
I don't know what penalty they called. We were wide. We were beat.
Yeah, false start.
Yeah, well, that's it. Okay, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway. We were beat. We literally got beat on that. And again, he overthrew into the wind.
It'll be 1st and 15. Allen Left side, looking for a receiver. Now another flag. 2 flags come. 3 flags.
3. They're going to call pass interference on that play? Whoa.
All right, let's check in with Matt.
Hey, guys, regarding that pass interference, what you had is a Vero guy, what we call in phase, running with him. The problem is that he actually not only was in phase with him, but he started shoving him with his hands, and as his hands, the ball got to him. That's why the flags were both thrown.
Okay.
They got a holding call against them. It's going to offset penalties, so we'll play that down over again.
.6:55 to go, second quarter. 15-7 lead for O'Galley. Next week, Vero Beach will be back at home, and you got a team from Gainesville, Buchholz, coming to the stadium. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Get your tickets. You're going to want to miss. You don't want to miss this one for sure.
That's a good team.
Trips to the right side. On 1st and 15, going down the middle of the field. Receivers open, caught. And the ball's out of his hands and on the ground. Picked up and trying to return it. Still on his feet. 20, 30, flags all down all over the place. 40, and out of bounds around the 45-yard line. Wow.
Got to see what the flags are. It was a fumble, and Vero picked it up and recovered it.
Most likely it's going to be one of those behind-the-play blocks. Wow.
It'll be Vero's ball.
Almost another touchdown for the Commodores.
I tell you what, they've had separation from us several times, and they've hit 2 of them, and you know what? The defender did not give up. He stripped the ball right before he got into the end zone, and it rolled into the end zone, and it was picked up then, and he could have fell on it. We would have had it at the 20, and now they're going to get it back to about the 10. Boy, too many penalties on Vero. Wow.
Yeah.
Too many penalties. It's a crackback. That's what we're doing down on the field. Was that a crackback from the guys on the field down there?
Yes, it was. Crack on our side.
Come on, stay in there.
All right, offensive unit back out on the field for Vero Beach. 1st down and 10 from our own 10-yard line. Handoff. Working the right side. Got to about the 15-yard line, so about a 5-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Matt.
Let me try to get down here. 2 penalties. Hold on. There we go. There was 2 penalties on the play against us on that return. One was the a crackback block, and they had a holding. So either way, that was coming back. The holding was up a little bit further, but the crackback was where we saw it back here. So 2 penalties on Vero on that return.
All right, thanks, Matt. I'll give him 4, 2nd and 6. Screen pass, left side. Jacobs, oh, wow. Yeah, here comes a flag. That was up around the head.
Yeah, they're going to call, you cannot rip the helmet or go anywhere near the neck and the helmet of the ball. That's like you grabbing the back of a shirt. You cannot take the helmet. That's a 15-yard penalty.
All right, officials walking this off.
A little slip screen to go to the outside.
Yeah.
And Jacobs caught it, but he got his helmet about ripped off his head, and that's what they called that penalty.
All right, so with that penalty marked off, now they'll take a water break. We will as well. 5:41 to go, 15-7 lead for O'Galley.
Thanks to Roy Bell Grading Services for sponsoring Fighting Indians football and the Fighting Indians postgame show.
Hi, my name is Chase Bell, and my father Roy has served Indian River County in the grading industry for over 40 years. My family and I are proud supporters of Christian FM and the Vero Beach Fighting Indians. Go Vero!
No job too small or too big. Roy Bell Grading Services. We roll the earth. 772-473-4559. Roy Bell Grading Services.
This is Fighting Indians football on the Vero Nation Network. Brought to you by Ohana Water Systems.
We're on the campus of O'Galley High School tonight for the season opener. Vero Beach taking on the 13th ranked in the state of Florida, O'Galley High School Commodores. And right now in the second quarter, Vero Beach trailing 15-7. But after a fumble recovery, they've got the ball back, and with some renewed life, they're at the 30-yard line after the mark-off of a penalty on the O'Galley defense.
Yeah, that fumble recovery was big. That's huge because they were about to take a 2-touchdown lead.
4-receiver set. Champs looking out of the pockets. Now still looking. Now he thinks he's going to run. He's got some run to the 40. And lunges for the 45-yard line, and the freshman quarterback has a first down for the Indians.
Yeah, that's what he needs to do. He doesn't need to hesitate anymore. They covered him. They left you wide open. He picks up about 12 yards on that play. Hey, that's what he's got to do. He's got to be that kind of an athlete.
That's a game day men's health first down. The 16-yard run by Champ Mons. Champ out of the pocket to the right, looking downfield, fires. And it's intercepted.
Wow. Why, oh, why, oh, why, oh, why? That's why he's just a freshman, guys. You got to remember that he's going to make some mistakes. But I thought they jumped off sides a little bit.
Yeah, it looked like there was movement right before the snap.
Right before the snap.
And I believe that was A.J. Forehand with the interception for the Commodores. And so Vero Beach had an opportunity. Now O'Galley's looking at an opportunity thanks to the INT.
I'm not sure what he was trying to hit on that play.
So the Commodores offense will start at the Vero 47.
Right now, the Commodores are in command of this game. I mean,
yes, they are.
They are controlling both sides of the ball right now.
Joe Allen at quarterback, fires right side. He's got his receiver, and it is caught for positive yards past the 45-yard line to about the 42, it looks like.
Yeah, there's a soft spot. They ran trips right that time, and the guy in the middle, the slot receiver, the man covering him was about 7-8 yards off him. So he runs a go route to the outside. The guy runs on the inside, does a quick out, and he picks up 7-8 yards on it. It's a tough play to cover.
It was Xavier Heresy who caught the ball. Picked up 6, make it 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line. Twin receivers on either side and one back in the backfield along with Joe Allen at quarterback. And now whistle, our flag's going to come in. Is this a delay of game? It is. Too much time. No play clock, so you got to watch for that. The back judge will give you the signal if you watch for it. Clearly, the Commodores did not.
This is a 5-group referee. A lot of times you'll see 6 and have that guy in the middle of the field.
So 2nd and 9.
Oh, this is a 6. Yep. I'm sorry. It's
Allen out of the pocket to the right, looking, fires downfield, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Vero Beach.
That was a beautiful interception by Devin Green.
Devin Green, how about that INT?
Devin Green, he's a 9th grader. That is another 9th grader there. Devin Green, defensive back, 5'10", 165 pounds, gets his first interception as a varsity player in his freshman year.
Great job, Devin. Way to go. Now the offensive unit for Vero Beach now. Another opportunity here. Ball at the 21-yard line. 3:59 to go, second quarter. It's a 15-7 lead for O'Galley.
Be nice. We can get down the field here, put some points on the board. O'Galley's got the ball to start the second half, too.
Mons out of the pocket, now looking downfield, flings it and batted down.
Almost picked off again.
Yep.
He's telegraphing it a little bit, and it was a little bit of a high snap. He rolled to his right. He kind of telegraphed who he was going to go to there, and the defender came up, made a nice play on that. He was that's A.J. Forehand that came up and knocked that ball.
He got the interception before.
Yeah, he was trying to get another one.
That'll make it second down and 10.
Got to get some first downs, guys. That's important right now, is getting some first downs.
Twin receivers on either side. Lance Ford in the backfield. Josh going to get the handoff. Little stutter step, and he's past the 25 to about the 27.
Yeah, brings up third down and about 3 yards to go. And this is a big down right here for the Indians. I say a big down because you don't want to give them the ball back with time on the clock.
Right. Clock continues to roll here. 3:25 and counting.
We had R.J. Reynolds in.
Yep. R.J. Jones going to come over to the left side.
R.J. Jones.
So trips to the left side. Extra blocker at the line. Screen. Left side. And out of bounds.
Nah, that wasn't a very good job blocking.
That was E.J. White, the receiver.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't get – they came up. They smelled that. They stuffed that up there right there. There's a lot of confusion on that play. I think the blockers were blocking to try to open a seam, and you got to go in the middle between them. And I think that's what Stinson was trying to tell E.J. there. You went to the outside. We're driving the guy to that outside. So they're going to get the ball back.
Yeah, Commodores are going to get this ball back as we get set to punt the ball away. Mons gets the snap, punts end over end, and will land around the 45-yard line, and they'll say right at the 41. Okay, we'll take it.
And that's, we're right now, we do not have what I call a pure punter. Mounds is having to do that, and Mons' brother, and he is absolutely, that was his best kick of the season right there, I think.
All right, so that means the defensive unit for Vero Beach will be back out, and this will be the 7th possession for the Commodores in this first half.
And this is the most important defensive stance they got to keep this game with one score.
On first down, Allen, he's letting it fly downfield, and it's going to go over everybody's head. Incomplete.
Yeah, that was a good coverage that time by Jones as he was able to cover his man on that play and kept him from getting any further. And that's Heresy was and he's got speed, but Jones did a good job.
Yeah, he did. All right, they took their shot, so now it's second down and 10. Clock will stop at 2:43 left in the second quarter. It's a 15-7 lead for O'Galley.
Look for something quick on this play.
Handoff, right side. And a good pickup of 4 on the plays. They get to the 45-yard line. That time, it was Welch.
Yeah, Welch is their leading receiver from last year.
So they're content to just let this clock tick here a little bit. Maybe see if they can get some points out of this with 2:18 and counting second quarter. Commodores will get the ball to start the third quarter. Allen out of the pocket to the right. Fires, finds his receiver. Flag is down. And he finds Latson on his near side.
There's a flag on the other side of the field, and that could be a holding call against Vero Beach.
Well, a lot of discussion here.
They're going to pick the flag up.
Okay.
They're going to pick it up, so it's going to bring up third down. Well, no, wait a minute. Why they got the ball there when it should be back on the
yeah, it was it was a complete pass.
Oh,
it was
okay.
a complete pass.
All righty.
Yeah.
I thought it was an incomplete.
No, it was a complete pass to Latson.
Brings up fourth down.
Fourth down and 3.
Yeah. This is huge because if you don't punt it and you don't get it, it gives Vero Beach a good field position.
This is WSCF Vero Beach, your home for Fighting Indians football. Paul Tipton, Gary Parrish, Derek West, Matt Parrish, Don Dexter here tonight, season opener. Week 1 of high school football, and Vero Beach on the road to start the season at O'Galley High School, and they trail the Commodores 15-7. You still got a minute 56 before we get to halftime, and still trying to figure out a few things on.
Well, Coach Sands is fighting every which way he can. I mean, you know, he's out there.
Wow.
He's fighting for his kids, fighting for his team, and now it's going to be. They didn't change anybody. They're not going to pick that flag back up. They're going to put it down as fourth down because there was no penalty. It's fourth down. There's no penalty on the play.
Right.
So
they're going to punt this ball away.
Yeah, they can't. That's a good call unless it's a fake here. But the reason I say that is that if you don't make it, you give Vero Beach excellent field position with about little under 2 minutes to go.
Play clock's got to be getting close. Punt is away, and it's
that's a
shank right out.
Wow.
That might be less than a 10-yard punt.
Keep moving them up. Keep moving them up.
Makes me think about Derek for some reason. I don't know why. You say the word shank, I think of Derek West for some reason.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, Derek taking a beating. Which you would know, you played golf with him before.
Actually, I have not.
You haven't?
He keeps dodging me.
Oh, okay. All right. He says on the other side, you're scared of him.
44-yard line is where Vero will start.
Get something together, guys. Guys. Get something together. Get something. Step up. Throw it.
He's got to get it. Yeah, got to get rid of it. Champ having a rough night so far as that ball all the way back to the 30-yard line.
You're going to figure you got 3 seconds to get rid of it. He either's got to trust the instincts. He's waiting for somebody to get wide open sometimes. And again, they took a big sack. That is a 10-yard sack right there?
13.
13 yards. Wow.
All right, so 2nd and a mile. Mons fires, hits Williams, and he'll get almost to the 50-yard line. Nice pickup. Good pass.
Brings up third down now. Oh, a flag on the play. Oh my goodness.
That's in that area of holding.
Shoot yourself in the foot. That's what we're doing right now. We get it where it's third and about 6 yards and got a chance to – then we get a holding call.
Well, sometimes things just don't go the right way. So
it's a learning.
Clock, yeah, of course. 42 seconds to go.
Second down.
It'll be second down.
And a mile.
Yeah. I think we're pretty close to the airport. We probably should get a plane ticket here. Twin receivers on either side. Mons on the handoff. Lancefort shakes off a tackle, and he'll get to the 35-yard line. Okay.
That gets about, 8 yards on that play?
Positive pickup.
Yeah.
Make it third down, and that'll do it. Halftime is here. So Indians will need to get regrouped here, get set for the second half. They're not out of this game yet. It's 15-7. Get a defensive stop, see what can happen. You never know. So we'll figure some things out. Let's go down to the field, check in. Dr. Matt Scott, Coach Jay.
Hey, Coach, a lot of things didn't go our way that first half, but the boys are in it. We're only down 15-7.
Yeah, I mean, that's got to obviously be the message. It surely wasn't our half, especially on the offensive side of the ball. So we got to get some things cleaned up, stay ahead of the chains a little bit, have some positive plays, get a drive going, and try to finish. So I think we're all right. We just got to clean some things up. There were a lot of things that didn't go our way in all three phases. So we'll have a discussion at halftime and see if we can play a better second half.
All right, thanks, Coach. All right, back to you guys.
Thanks, Matt. All right, halftime is here. That means it's time now for the Genesis Church halftime show featuring women of the Fighting Indians with host Bobby Paris. Fighting Indians down to O'Galley here at halftime, 15-7. This is Fighting Indians football.
Hi, Derek West here from the Genesis Church of Vero Beach. We are proud supporters of Fighting Indians football and Vero Beach athletics. We invite you to join us this Sunday at 9:15 for our services. If you can't join us in person, please visit us online at gcvero.com. Genesis Church of Vero Beach, place of love where honest men are known and unafraid to love the hardest stone. Visit us at gcvero.com.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
HBS Glass is a proud supporter of Fighting Indians Athletics and Christian FM. Since 1973, HBS Glass has served homeowners, architects, and contractors
in Vero Beach. This is Bobby Paris, and I have the privilege of interviewing the moms of our football players. Tonight, my guest is the beautiful Shay Brown. She is the mom to number 34, Afion Rivers, who is a linebacker for our Indians. Welcome, Shay.
Thank you so much for having me, Miss Bobby. I'm glad to be here.
Now, according to the press box, Afion had multiple tackles this last Friday night when we played Palm Beach Gardens and beat him 41-0. He looked amazing. Like I said, he had multiple tackles. He was all over the field with really good defensive prowess and great athletic skills. And he had an awesome play when they pulled him from defense to play on what is known as the big boys or heavy team. And he goes to offense. And he ran in for a TD, which has to be a thrill for a defensive player. So, Shay, tell me how you felt about that.
Awesome. I know he felt awesome. We knew it was coming.
All righty. That is so good. That's got to be a mom's thrill. Okay. Now, this is about you, though. So tell us about yourself.
Okay, Miss Bobby. My name is Shay. Born and raised in Vero Beach. Didn't attend Vero. Went to Sebastian High School. Graduated in 2000. I have 3 sons. My oldest is Antoine. He's 22. Then I have Afion, that's 17. And I have Austin, that's 11. I currently work at the Sheriff's Department. I'm working now in the warehouse, been there for several years. Previously worked in dispatch for over 12 years, but I love where I'm at now. Oh, my other interest is baking. I would like to shout out my business, Anything Apple and More. I bake cakes, cupcakes, strawberries, whatever you need, I'm here for you.
Apples and More. Anything Apples and More. Yes. Give us that number again.
My number is 772-360-5669.
Okay. I may be calling you on that. That sounds awesome. Cupcakes, cakes, anything. All righty. So, were you raised around sports?
Absolutely not.
All right. So, this is a different world. But how long have you been a football mom?
I would say over 12 years. It primarily started with Afion. He's been carrying the football since he's been able to walk, so he started it.
How about your 11-year-old?
My 11-year-old, he does play football. He's currently playing for Vero Beach Foundation Indians. Shout out to them.
So we may be doing this interview in a few more years. Yes. That sounds great. All right. Now, does Afion play any other sports?
He does do track, shot put, discus. Not sure if he's going to do them this year, but he has up until his 12th grade year done track as well.
I see that a lot of the football players play track. I think that helps their speed, their endurance and everything. I think it's just really great. We know that there is such a busy time this year. School, football, school activities, Thanksgiving, Christmas, everything else that we can cram in these 5 months, and that's just life in general. How do you keep your home relatively organized?
I have to utilize a planner. I have to have a schedule in order to keep up with everything that I have going on. Being a mom, working, and also baking. Without my planner, there would be no me.
And no cakes. Okay, I get that. And I think you gave me a little about the food because, even though our boosters feed these kids all the time, these boys are hungry when they come home. So how do you take care of that?
Well, mind you, I have 3 boys at home. So, my oldest coming in and out. Yeah. So, ladies, DoorDash is our best friend. DoorDash, and I try to sometimes cook ahead of time to have something there, but I rely on DoorDash. I refuse to be stressed.
You know what? That is good advice right there. I don't blame you. Okay, so does Afion help with chores, though?
He's a diva. It's like he will help with certain things, taking out the trash, bringing in the groceries for me. But mopping or, doing laundry, I think I dropped the ball there.
Okay. That's okay. He's a busy guy, and, he's kind of redeeming himself with this football. Yes. And they have homework. I'm making up excuses for him. But you know what? That's okay. You're a good mama. That's all right. On a Friday during football season, from morning to game time, what does your schedule look like?
Usually in the morning, I'm working. Again, I do run a business out of my house. So, it kind of depends if AIF has a game. If I can't make it to a game, I'm at home prepping and getting ready to watch his game on YouTube. Mm-hmm. I will never miss a game because I'm going to be watching him. It's just that I might not be in the stands, but Mom is there.
Don't you love YouTube?
Yes.
I think it's awesome. And there are times we just can't, can't make it. So there you go. Women of Fighting Indians football will continue right after this.
Hi, Derek West here from the Genesis Church of Vero Beach. We are proud supporters of Fighting Indians football and Vero Beach athletics. We invite you to join us this Sunday at 9:15 for our services. If you can't join us in person, please visit us online at gcvero.com. Genesis Church of Vero Beach, place of love where honest men are known and unafraid to love the hardest stone. Visit us at gcvero.com.
Hi, JW here from Barker Air Conditioning and Heating, serving the Indian River County area since 1959 and supporting Fighting Indian sports for decades. We're known for being HVAC specialists for installation and service. Local, licensed, and insured, Barker is a trained comfort specialist that services all makes and models. BarkerAC.com.
Hi, Vero Beach. I'm Frank Storr from Tom Collins Insurance. Born and raised right here and a former Fighting Indian, I'm very proud to support this team and this great community. Tom Collins Insurance has been locally owned and operated right here since 1989. We are Vero.
How would you advise a mom of a teenage boy to ensure his success?
Raising boys, in my humble opinion, is very hard. And all I can say to parents is that, parenting doesn't come with a handbook. All we can do is the best we can. Sometimes our kids listen, sometimes they don't. At the same time, just keep them in prayer. Do the best you can. And even if they don't see it now, life is their biggest lesson. So that's all we can do.
That's great. Good challenge. What is a main concern that you do have for your child in today's world?
I will say that times now are kind of different than when I came up. It was rough when I was coming up, but now it seems like we live in a world, filled with hate. It scares me to send my children out there and they don't know how to accept certain things. They don't know how to interact with certain things. So I'm always concerned about that, but I'm hoping that I've taught them right. How to react to things, how to talk to people, because it's a crazy world that we're in. So that's something that bothers me.
And you're right, a lot of prayer. And I think the role model that you as a parent, because obviously you're doing a good job parenting, and talking, communicating, just communicating, keeping that communication open. That's exactly how you deal with that concern, just a lot of prayer. I am a huge proponent of student athletes, with student being number one. You don't have the grade, you don't play. So with that being said, and I like what you called him, AIF?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. How are AIF's grades?
AIF is doing really well right now. It has been a journey. I've had to stay on him. But sometimes it takes a little longer, I guess, for the light bulb to pop on. But now we're on. Okay. So we're good. So as far as, grades, he's doing good. I'm proud of him. Trying to keep him as focused as I can.
I think that does happen. Sometimes boys especially. It takes a little longer, but it sounds like he's coming to the end of that journey, and that's a good positive thing. Now, that brings us to life after high school. Does AIF have any schools he's looking at, and maybe what major he's thinking about besides football?
I know besides football, he wants to major in sports medicine, I believe. FSU is his school. Okay. He's a Florida boy, and he loves Florida State. Okay. But the house is Gators.
Oh, no, I was just getting ready to say, oh, my gosh, he's so smart. Florida State, yes. And then you had to throw the Gators in there. All right. Well, you know what? You're teaching him right, I think, Florida State. Okay. If you could pick, Shay, a Shay day, just for you, what would that look like?
Oh, God, a Shay day. A strawberry margarita, maybe a pineapple margarita, a nice dark room, no TV, no cell phone, no communication, and just sleep. Yep. That's it. Okay. That's it.
Don't call me. I'll call you. And no ovens. No cooking. So I sincerely hope that you get that day. Thank you. I really do. These boys are so busy, and you're busy. So do you try to have at least one family day together?
Sunday is our reset day. I always try to make a big meal, sit down, eat, watch a movie, talk about anything that needs to be talked about. But Sundays are usually our reset day so we can get prepared for the week. So I would say Sunday is our family day.
That's good. All right. Shay, has anyone ever given you a little bit of advice that you just thought was really worthy of taking in and maybe sharing with somebody?
I usually don't like to give advice. That's just my personal opinion, because I don't want anybody to think that their life is going to be based off my experiences. However, I will say the simplest advice I would give is that you only get one life and to live it. To not to be scared. If you have dreams, goals, whatever you want to do, go do it. Because you only have this life. And once it's over, it's over. So why not?
And I think you have made your dreams come true. You have your own business. I mean, you're working out. It's been hard. You've raised your own children. You said you bought your own house on your own. I mean, you're kind of living your dreams and reaching your goals. That's one of the best role models your kids can see. And I kudos to you. I think that's great. So this has been such a pleasure getting to know you and AIF a little bit more. We will certainly be following AIF number 34, as he helps his team go all the way. And we know you will be in the stands loud and proud. So as we end this, we always say,
Go Fighting Indians!
Hi, Derek West here from the Genesis Church of Vero Beach. We are proud supporters of Fighting Indians football and Vero Beach athletics. We invite you to join us this Sunday at 9:15 for our services. If you can't join us in person, please visit us online at gcvero.com. Genesis Church of Vero Beach, place of love where honest men are known and unafraid to love the hardest home. Visit us at gcvero.com.
Hi, JW here from Barker Air Conditioning and Heating, serving the Indian River County area since 1959 and supporting Fighting Indians sports for decades. We're known for being HVAC specialists for installation and service. Local license and
that Florida's warm climate means pests of all types, disrupting our comfort and lifestyle. When it's time to sound the alarm, SOS will send their technicians to promptly deal with the problem, so no more worries about unwanted guests. SOS Pest has a range of services tailored to meet individual needs, serving Orchid, Indian River Shores, North Hutchinson Island, and surrounding areas. Owned and managed by lifetime local pros. Online at sospestservices.com or 772-296-2966.
The Fighting Indians Halftime Show is brought to you by Genesis Church. Let's join Kerry Paris and the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
15-7 the score. O'Galley is leading over your Vero Beach Fighting Indians. Let's take a look at the Durfee's Heating and Cooling first half stats. For the O'Galley Commodores, it's yards on the ground, but 183 through the air. And of course, Maltsby has been eating us up with some big plays. 4 for 152 and a touchdown. Allen is 9 of 12 for 103 yards, touchdown, and an interception. The Commodores with only 3 first downs and 3 turnovers, but they still lead with score of 15-7 for Vero Beach. It's been 42 yards on the ground, 72 yards through the air. Champ Mons is 10 of 20 with an interception for 72 yards. Leading receiver has been Lance Ford, actually, 4 catches for 38 yards, and Jarvis has got 2 catches for 24 yards. The Indians have 5 first downs, 1 turnover, but it's been 7 penalties for over 53 yards. And, of course, you got T.J. Alford with the strip and return for 75 yards. Otherwise, it could be a 15-0 lead for the Commodores because the offense just has not been as proficient as we saw even just a week ago. Let's check in down on the sideline with the guys. Start with Derek. Derek, what coach have to say?
Guys, kind of a mixed bag in that first half. In one respect, we gave up a lot of plays over the top of us, but in another respect, we created a lot of turnovers, got a touchdown off of a turnover, did some really good things. We were able in our first drive after they kind of gashed us outside in the running lane to kind of widen the gaps on the defensive ends and force everything in the middle, and we were able to clean up the running defense there. And so they just said, hey, guys, everything is out in front of you. Know your assignments, and it's really between your ears, and be able to continue to finish your play and to know where you need to be at all times. And so look for us to clean up some things, to get a little bit more physical right there when we're jamming them, when we're in one-on-one coverage. I really think we can turn this thing around.
All right, thanks, Derek. On the offensive side, Matt, we saw a quarterback that looked more like a freshman than he did a week ago.
Yeah, we certainly did. But, you add in the drop passes that you missed block. Some potential for some first downs, and then looks like a freshman. If we don't have, we're right now saying, well, he's got a touchdown pass. He's got, a couple of really good scrambles that he should have had some completions. You go, hey, that's a tale of two halves, basically, if he comes out and does something special. So, yes, he did look like a freshman on some, but he was getting no help from the other guy. Several of those passes. And that's what Coach basically told these guys. These guys, listen, he goes, we've played about as bad a half as we could play, and we're only down 8. He goes, they haven't seen anything where we're off. Your head's right. Everybody focus. Do your play at a time, and let's go show them.
All right. Thanks a lot, Matt. All right, GP, what do you think?
He's right. That we dropped the touchdown. in that first period there. That was a touchdown, and this game would be basically tied right now, or we be trailing by 1 point or whatever it may be. But we had too many missed opportunities in the first quarter. You can't give a team who's ranked 13th in the state of Florida this many opportunities to get back into a game and take control of a game.
Yeah, it's a weird stat line, Gary. I mean, look, if you were to just say, okay, one team's got 3 first downs and 3 turnovers, the other one's got 5 first downs and 1 turnover, you'd probably say, which one's leading, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. All right, kickoff is here. Start the third quarter. Caught at the 30, 35, 40. Still pushing towards the 45-yard line, so a good return for the Commodores. Where it'll be first down and 10.
That's too good a field position.
Yeah, for O'Galley.
Yeah.
And they've definitely had good field position throughout the course of this ball game.
Yeah, that you start out. That's like you got yourself now moving where you need like 2 or 3 first downs, and you got yourself in the red zone.
So it'll be first down and 10. At the 44-yard line. Allen fakes. Pressure coming. He gets out of the tackle, fires, has his receiver. He's at midfield and almost to the 45-yard line of Vero.
I tell you what, we had him wrapped up and we could not bring him down on that play. That's a great effort by their quarterback as he was able to get loose of the sack. We have potential sack. He wanted to go deep right off the bat, but he found his wide receiver, and they got a first down out of it.
Picks up 11. It's a first down. Ball at the Vero Beach 45. Two backs in the backfield. Toss right. Good pursuit by Vero Beach to string that one out. It'll be a loss on the play.
Yeah, that's a good job. Anytime you can take that and you can string it to the outside on that play, that helps right there. That's a big play. And the guy that did the job on that play was Tristan Davis. He's the left end, and he literally stretched that play all the way across there. A good job by Tristan for no gain at all.
Second and 10. We're just getting started in his third quarter. It's a 15-7 lead for O'Galley. Allen fires, has his receiver. Caught at the 40-yard line, turns it up to the 35, and it'll be really close, if not a first down.
Again, there's that soft spot in the position where when they rotate over to a certain play, they get a soft spot. We're not being aggressive on that play. And what we're doing is we're giving it to them a quick hitch, and that time they got the first down.
Two back-to-back on Biggs, the receiver. Set up on the left hash, first down and 10. Allen fires, has his receiver, Maltzby, and it's right through his hands. And if he catches that, that's going to be a big play.
Yeah, he had the inside slant on that play. It was a post, goes up. It's a deep slant across there. Bell was late to react to that, and he got over there and literally just was not able to get that ball to make that catch. Just a drop ball.
Second down. Allen's firing over the middle of the field, and I believe it was caught.
It is.
Well, we had a defender right there. Man, Allen just zipped that ball right in there. Carter was right there.
Yeah, Brian Carter. But that was a big-time play because the quarterback read the receiver coming out of the late there as Heresy come across there, and this guy's got good hands. It was down the middle of the field. He makes the catch and gets the first down.
Picks up 15 on that play.
Vero has not been able to put any pressure on the quarterback right now, Allen. He has not been able to feel any pressure.
Toss is going to go to the right side. And Welch trying to get to the edge, doesn't get there.
Benjamin does a good job. Kevin Benjamin from the safety position comes over and makes that play. Good reaction by Kevin on that play. Keep him from getting him by maybe 1.5 yards or 2 yards.
Bring up second down. As the Commodores taking this opening drive of the third quarter, started from their own 44. Now I have the ball inside the 20, and that is a red zone alert. First and goal, home inspections. 9:36 and counting in the third quarter. 15-7, Commodores on top. High snap brought in. Welch, and oh man, he got caught in the backfield. What a play.
That was a beautiful play. And I tell you, the defender that came up on that was really heads up, and that's Javon Greer come flying up in that play. He makes a big play right there. That's a huge play. Brings up third down and about 12 yards to go on this.
Yeah, because loss on the play pushes them back, and it is a third down and 12 coming up for O'Galley. Pushed back outside of the 20.
Watch that trip, the middle receiver.
Flushed out of the pocket to the right. Allen trying to get to the edge. There is a flag down. 2 of them.
And it's either going to be either pushing off or holding. It's got to be one of the two. Offensively, it would be push off. 2, it could be holding. They're going to decline at Vero Beach. Oh,
there could be another
penalty.
There's a penalty. There could be offsetting penalties here.
Yeah. They offset. Oh, my goodness. That just.
Hold. And a hold.
Oh, my goodness. You get a big break right there. That would have made it 4th and about 12 yards to go. Now they get 3rd and 12.
Repeat third down. Yeah.
Repeat third down. Come on, Vero. Stop shooting yourself in the foot.
So here we go again on a third down and 12. 8:42 to go, third quarter. Pressure coming, and he's just going to fling the ball. Oh, it's intercepted. Rivers had it. He could have been off to the races.
Oh, what the pressure that time. Bobby Burbick was in on that play right there, and oh, my goodness, there was pressure all over him, and Avion Rivers had the interception right. The problem was he was going over there, and when he looked up, the ball was right there in his hands. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. And it brings up fourth down.
4th and 12.
Yeah, this is a big down.
With hurt kickers, they're going to have to go for this now. They've had 3 kickers injured in this ball game tonight. Allen trying to run up the middle. Stops. He's going to fling it over the middle of the field, and it's incomplete.
Wow, good coverage downfield.
Yeah, indeed.
He had time. He could have ran, but I don't know if he'd have got a first down. But good job, guys. Good job, defense. That's the way to keep your cool. Opening drive, they stopped them after making some kind of,
Yeah. All right, GP. So now you got your offensive unit back out. They came out at the start of the ball game. They looked, they had some momentum. They were moving the ball, and then some adjustments were made, and they kind of stalled, and they just have not been the same since.
No, they got it. And again, they got the running game going early, if you remember. They were able to get some runs in, and they see what they do here in the second half right here. This is a good drive for them right here. It could be.
All right, from the 21. Mons, he's going to hand off. Lanceford trying to bounce it out wide, and I don't think he's going to get much.
He's not.
The
most important thing here, Paul, in my opinion, is to get first downs. I mean, just chip away. You know what I mean? Get first downs. a first down gives you motivation.
8-10 and counting, third quarter, 15-7 lead for O'Galley. Twin receivers on either side. Bonds on second down, looking. Going to let it fly down the middle of the field. Stinson's got a step. He's got it. 25, 20, 15, and a big Indians first down.
Wow. That was a big contact, big play. That's what that young quarterback needed right there. Stinson got his man, and the ball was thrown right on the money.
There you go. There's a game day men's health first down. And a first and goal home inspections red zone alert. Here we go. Let's see if the Indians can seize momentum here now. Twin receivers on either side. One back in the backfield off the left of Mons. Handoff. Bounce back from Lancerfort. And he gets inside the 10-yard line.
He almost broke that. He spun one more, and he spun, and he tripped himself right there on his own feet. But what a great hit. What a great block by the offensive line up front.
They're going to go to the line, try to build some momentum here with tempo at the 9. Second down. Again, Lancerfort, he's patient, finds the hole, bursts through to the 5.
Yeah, they're knocking on the door now. Got a first down right there. That's a first down. You've got now Mason's on the right side at right guard. You got Champ Smith at right tackle. You got Corbin Phillips at center. You got O'Shea at left guard, and then you have Vargas at the left tackle. Yes.
There's your game day men's health first down. First and goal from the 5. Hands of Lancerfort. Shakes tackle, pushing his way towards the end zone, and he stops shy.
You might see the heavy package coming in here soon because it is the big boys' time. They're all lined up over there, and here they come.
Here comes the beef.
Got Big Rivers back in there now.
Second and goal. 6:17 and counting, third quarter. Vero trailing 15-7. Avion Rivers takes a snap. Oh, whistles are going to stop. They're going to call false start.
No. They had offsides.
Oh, it's on them.
On them.
Okay.
And
I saw the one official giving a false start signal.
Well, I tell you what, they lined up offsides. I was hoping they wouldn't have blown the whistle because he had it. He broke up in there quick. Now they got 2 inches. 2 inches looks like before they got a touchdown.
Inside 6 minutes of the third quarter.
That ball can't get any closer to the goal line.
Rivers takes it, pushes ahead.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. Avion Rivers for Vero Beach.
Wow, what a drive that was. What a drive.
Big play to Stinson, downfield.
That young man, talking about the quarterback, just found out what it's like to lay the ball in there beautifully. I mean, he's been overthrown. That time, it was beautifully well done.
So, Gary, now, they're going to go for 2. You like this?
Yeah. Well, you got to get back in the ball game because
right, but it's still early. I mean, or do you see how they line up and maybe call a timeout here?
No, I think they go for it.
All right, Mons. He's got twin receivers on both sides. Lancerfort in the backfield. He's looking to throw, going for the corner route. Boy, that ball got deflected.
It's touched.
Did he catch it?
No.
I thought it was incomplete. Yeah.
He dropped it.
All right. So it's 15-13. Vero down by 2 midway through the third quarter. We'll be back.
The mission of the Fighting Indian is excellence, teamwork, and consistency. The same holds true for the McCall Agency, Inc., a local independent agency and broker and 4th-generation resident of Vero Beach. To learn more about their insurance products and risk management, Christian FM supporter Ron McCall can be reached at 772-473-6856, and their site is McCallagencyinc.com. Proudly serving the Treasure Coast since 1956.
Christian FM can put this game on the radio thanks to the support of businesses like Chuck Bateman State Farm Insurance in Vero Beach. Chuck's goal is to create an atmosphere where customers can talk about what's important to them. He's also a huge supporter of our local chapter of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Chuck's phone is 567-1106 or chuckbatemaninsurance.com.
78 yards and 6 plays. Big play to Stinson on 63 yards, and then Avion Rivers with a 1-yard run. And Vero Beach tried to go for 2, did not get it. So they're down by 2, 15-13, with 5:46 remaining in the third quarter. This game just changed a lot.
It did, and we had a chance to tie it in another drop ball.
The scoring drive brought to you by McCall Insurance Agency. As we get set to kick off, Vero Beach will line up. It looks like Gruber's going to try to kick the ball off for Vero Beach. He's going to kick it high, short, caught at the 20. Return to the 25, to the 30, 35, 40, down midfield and out of bounds in Vero territory.
One thing you cannot do on covering kicks is get out of your lane. You must stay in your lane, and everybody has a lane and an area to go to. That time, somebody got out of their lane, and there was a big hole right there and allowed them to get that ball up the middle of the field and on the Indian side now.
So they're going to start at the plus side of the 50 at the 41-yard line. Three possessions tonight for the Commodores, starting on the plus side of the 50. 4. All right, trips to the left side. Allen fires, has his receiver around the 40-yard line, so only about a 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, and Alfred was there, but again, there was a middle slot receiver wide open.
All right, Deuce is down. That looks like cramps. Clock is stopped at 5:21 here in the third quarter. 15-13 the score. Next week, Vero back at home, the home opener for the season. We're taking on Buchholz out of Gainesville.
Yeah, Buchholz is a powerhouse out of there. They've done a good job. Coached there by Mark Whittemore, who I broadcast his game when he played at UCF. Mark is the head coach up there. Is a great guy, and it's going to be fun to see him.
Think you can talk to him about, maybe letting us have one or something,
Yeah, no, he's too competitive. And his son is also at UCF right now as a wide receiver. He was a good one. He was a good one, and when he played at UCF. He's the head coach at Buchholz.
All right. Dude's got a little stretching. He'll head to the sideline.
I think they put Kamar Kelly in right now.
So the Commodores will have second down. Yeah, Shelley in the ballgame. Commodores will have second down and 6. Handoff. Welch trying to bounce it out to the right side. Gets to the 35. Still on his feet to the 30. Still on his feet. He's going to the end zone.
There was about 3 or 4 missed tackles on that play. It is
39-yard run for Welch.
You don't lose the containment, and when you hit him, you got to wrap him up. You just can't knock a kid like him out. Welch is too good. He just ran right through some tackles and was able to get the touchdown. That's an exciting run right there.
Well, if you weren't listening or watching the game earlier, the Commodores literally had 3 kickers tonight go down with injuries. But it looks like they've got a kicker back out on the field to try for 1 here. And I believe that might have been the first guy that got injured. That is Maldonado.
Yes.
Now
That
a
is a
flag's
flag.
coming in.
I don't know what
It's
they're
on Vero.
calling. What are they calling?
It looked like it might have been an unsportsman. I thought that's what I saw the signal in the back.
Wow. Hey, you would think they might go for 2 here, and they're going for 1.
Yeah, they switched kickers out.
Yeah.
Not really sure why that was necessary.
Again, I don't know what the penalty is. It was unsportsmanlike conduct.
Somebody must have said something.
Yeah.
So Samoya out to try the point after for O'Galley. Kick is up. And another flag comes in. So the kick is good. Now is the penalty on us or on them?
You don't lose your composure now, guys.
Still no signal yet. It's going to
Personal
be a
foul
against Vero.
That's.
All right, so the point after makes it 22-13 with 5:02 remaining, third quarter.
Mazzarella's Auto Sales is part of a local business family and their Christian FM supporters.
I'm sales manager Mike Mazzarella, and we always strive to offer late model cars and trucks that undergo inspection and service by our high-tech mechanics. We have Jeeps, Rams, Toyotas, Hondas, commercial vehicles, and luxury vehicles. On site, we have our Spanish-speaking sales and financial advisor Diego Sainz. We also offer our virtual showroom online at mazautosales.com.
I'm Chris, Mike's brother. Our family has been serving our community since 1999.
Now on the corner, 4th Street in Old Dixie.
This is Fighting Indians football, brought to you by Central Assembly.
So O'Galley, 2 plays, 41 yards, a 39-yard run by Welch makes it 22-13 now. Commodores on top. 5 minutes to go, third quarter. That's your McCall scoring drive, brought to you by McCall Insurance Agency. As there were some penalties on the point after try, unsportsmanlike against Vero Beach. So the Commodores now are going to kick off on the Vero Beach 45. Samoya going to kick. This is going to be an offsides.
Whoa, they're pointing toward Vero Beach again. Oh, now they got it.
Like, wait a minute.
Hey, yeah, remember he pointed toward Vero Beach.
All right, so they'll kick from the 50.
Yeah, they're going to kick. Yeah, you were right, Paul. It was offsides.
All right, let's go to Matt.
Hey, guys, the sportsman was the fact that one of and didn't like.
All right. So clearly we're having some tech issues tonight with our mics. Amongst other things, having issues here at this stadium. Samoya going to kick this one off. It will go into the end zone for the touchback. All right.
I did get that was unsportsmanlike conduct. And what? Yeah, there we go, Matt.
One of our guys just asked, did you see the hold? And the ref did not like him asking if he saw the hold on the last play. And that's what it is.
Now that's cheesy.
That's our whole defense was upset. They're like, "That, come on, that's not right."
That's not right. You're right. Take the personal vendetta out of your feelings for your Vero or whatever, but you don't call that.
All right, so we got the ball at the 20-yard line. We're down 22-13. Still got 5 minutes to go. Lansford on the handoff, right side. Pick up a couple. And he'll bring out second down. So he'll get 3. It'll be second down and 7 for the Indians. Just when the Indians were back into the ball game, another score, quick score by the Commodores, just extends the lead. It's another uphill battle. Mons, pump fake. He's looking to throw. He's got a receiver. And he was looking for Jacobs, who was open momentarily, but it just took too much time to get there.
It was a wheel route of some kind. Looked like Jacobs was in the slot. The outside receiver took down toward the middle, and Jacobs came to the outside. He was never open. That was just good coverage downfield. Great, good throw, but you almost threw an interception there.
Yeah. 3rd and 7 as Jacobs had to go out.
Got to get a first down here. Got to have a first down.
Mons steps up. Pump fakes. Now he's looking like he's going to let it fly. He's got a receiver. It's caught at midfield into Commodore territory around the 40-yard line.
That's Williams. Lorenzo Williams makes that catch. He came across from left to right across there, then turned it up the field, and the quarterback bought some time and found Lorenzo.
There you go. There's a game day men's health first down. And Vero Beach, as GP said, got that first down. Much needed first down. 41-yard gain. Ball at the 43. Mons, screen pass. He was going for Banzhoff. It goes incomplete. It wasn't really going to go anywhere because the Commodores were getting there pretty quick.
And I think that's what happens a lot of times when you're the receiver out there. You got to catch the ball first, but it's not easy not to peek a little. You know what I mean? When they're coming up there and getting hit, so he kind of peeked a little and went right to his hands. He's a good receiver.
3:52. Third quarter, and we've got an injury timeout here. One of the Commodores is down.
This is a need-to-score drive. You need to score your drive. You got to stay with them. You can't allow them to get 2 touchdowns ahead of you going into fourth quarter.
Let's go to Matt.
Hey, guys, you're talking about catching the ball, doing stuff. It's all about the momentum as you're going, and as you got a freshman quarterback, he needs, even if you're not going to pick up yards, it's we're getting the completion. Maybe you pick up 1 or 2 yards, but the momentum of the offense continues. Every time you have a drop pass, you have a missed block, you have a wrong route. I mean, we had a guy out there with Jarvis. You have 2 guys going deeper, and they're in the same area. Someone's not running the right route. So when you have that stuff, that's the details that Coach Jankowski preaches every day about those little details. You're not doing them. That's the frustration, and we just got to help this freshman quarterback out by keeping the ball moving downfield.
Good point. He's right. That's what this young man, the quarterback, needs the veterans' help.
Mons on the snap. Looking. He's letting it fly downfield. He's got it. Stinson there. Did he catch it? Yes, touchdown! Xavier Stinson. How about that?
Wow, what a play. What a throw. A little fake. There's that wheel route to the outside, down the sideline, and Stinson was wide open, and what a throw in there. Wow, the kid has come alive.
Stinson, 2 catches, 99 yards in this ball game, and now his first touchdown as a Vero Beach Fighting Indian.
Now they're going to have to go for 2. No, they're going to go for the 1.
So it's 22-19. Holder trying to get in the right spot. It's Parker Banzhoff. Kynes getting set for the PAT. Low snap. Parker gets his hands up, and he gets it through. Wow, what a good job by Banzhoff with that low snap to get it in place, and Kynes boots it through. So it's now 22-20 late in the third quarter.
Durfee's Heating and Cooling, a longtime friend and supporter of Christian FM. Durfee's Heating and Cooling offers air conditioning repairs, maintenance, and new installations. Family owned and operated, serving the Treasure Coast area. Durfee's Heating and Cooling, 772-971-5884.
Molinari Pools is a proud supporter of Fighting Indians football and Christian FM. A family-owned and operated business, the Molinari family, longtime members of this community. Joel Molinari, a former Fighting Indian, loves serving the Treasure Coast residents from pool cleaning to repairs to pool remodeling. Molinari Pools. Love people, love pools. 772-778-2633 or molinaripools.com.
WSCF Vero Beach, Christian FM.
So Vero Beach able to answer with a 5-play, 80-yard strike, 36-yard big reception for Stinson into the end zone. What a catch by Xavier. Now Vero Beach on the kickoff. It's caught around the 30-yard line, 35, 40, 45, going down the sideline, and he is gone. And just like that, Commodores answer back with the kickoff return.
Again, you're going to kick that pooch kick. It's not a high kick at all. He had plenty of time to get under it. And the thing about it is, you have got to stay in your lanes. You give him an out. I don't know what happened to the outside defender on that play. Once he got by whatever he did, he was gone to the races. There was nobody. Wow.
Heresy with a 70-yard return.
Wow, that hurts.
It does. It does. Every single moment, Gary, that we have gotten close enough to make this a real ball game, the Commodores have answered, and that extra point is good to make it 29-20.
Ohana Water Systems is proud to partner with Christian FM. Hi, I'm Mikey, owner of Ohana Water Systems. We've created a technology that takes city and even well water and turn it into drinkable, pH-balanced, remineralized alkaline water throughout the entire house. Our system also protects the plumbing and appliances from hard water damage. No obligation consultations and water testing available. Online at ohanawatersystems.com.
HBS Glass is a proud supporter of Fighting Indians Athletics and Christian FM. Since 1973, HBS Glass has served homeowners, architects, and contractors in the Vero Beach area. HBS Glass offers hurricane impact windows and doors. HBS Glass, 722 3rd Place or hbsglass.com. Thanks to HBS Glass.
Well, unfortunately for Vero Beach, every single moment that we've gotten closer to the Commodores come back with an answer. 70-yard return by Heresy, and the Commodores are up 29-20. Good news is there's still 3.5 to go in the third quarter. So Vero Beach, if they can put some stops together, they can get into this.
Well, they got to come back now and score again. And now they're down by 9, so that makes it a 2-score game. So you got to find a way to get 2 scores.
Kickoff. Going to go. Caught inside the 10 around the 5. Here comes the return. Down the right sideline. Slot to the 40, 45, and at midfield. What a great return. E.J. White.
I don't believe that was White.
Excuse me. No, that's not White. That's Woods, I believe.
Yes. Another penalty on it. They're going to call probably a holding call of Vero Beach. I don't know how many penalties we've had. I know it's probably 12 or 13 penalties in this game.
Yeah, I think we had like 7 in the first half.
We've got 11 penalties being told by Don Dexter, our statistician.
Wow.
But that one hurts.
That one.
You have the ball at midfield, and you just, all of a sudden now you got it back on the 20.
Yep.
And I haven't seen I guess it was a hold.
All right. Just means we got a little further to go to get a score. Trips to the left side on 1st down and 10. Mons, he's looking that way, fires. It's caught. And able to get about near the 25-yard line. That's Williams on the catch.
It's a quick hitch out there. He got it out to him quick. Good reaction by their defender, keeping that from being a bigger play. It's only like a 3 or 4 yard gain. Again, take your time, get your first downs.
Inside 3 minutes to play, third quarter. 29-20 the score. Mons swing pass left side. Good blocks, good pursuit, and it is up to the 35-yard line. That'll be enough for a first down.
Yep.
And Lansford on the catch, and that is a game day men's health first down.
That's a big first down. You needed that. That gives you a little momentum now. You got some
12.
You got some offense starting to work. And you're going to see these two safeties. They're going to back up, and they're going to challenge you to run the ball. That's what they're trying to do. Not get beat on the pass.
Yeah, on 1st down and 10. Mons rolls back to his right. Looks for his receiver on a screen. He's got a couple of blocks. Turning it upfield is Stinson. Stinson to the 45, 50, and into Commodore territory at the 45. Excuse me, 35.
That was a great job by Stinson, and Stinson's hurt. He is down over there on the sideline over there, and he is hurt.
Picks up 30. Well, hopefully Stinson will be okay. Maybe it's just a cramp.
That's what it looked like they're doing. He's been the workhorse for the Indians here in the second half.
So at 2:21 in the third quarter, it's a timeout. We'll step aside. Indians are down 29-20.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
This is Vero Beach Fighting Indians football on Christian FM. Let's join Gary Paris and the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
Well, here we go after the timeout here. Vero Beach back on the ball at 1st down and 10 at the 35-yard line. Stinson with a good play on the receiver screen. Mons looking to throw downfield. He just lets it fly, and E.J. White could not get there. Boy, there was a lot of contact there and no flag.
You know, I agree. I don't think it was both them teams, both guys were pushing a little bit. E.J. got from behind and tried to push a little bit forward. The defender kind of pushed back a little, and so it was one of those no flag type throws, or penalties should have been thrown.
All kinds of strange things happening here at O'Galley High School, including Gary agreeing with the referees. Imagine that.
Yeah. I mean, we only got like 12 penalties already.
2nd down and 10. Handoff. Oh, what a move by Lansford. Shakes the one tackle, gets past the line of scrimmage, picks up 3.
Now, it's unfortunately here for you, you got to go. It's 2 down territory again. It's 3rd and about, 7, 8?
Yeah, 3rd and 7. Yeah. Inside 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's 29-20. Commodores leading the Indians. Handoff. Lansford off the right side. What a collision at the line of scrimmage. But Lansford with momentum surges for about a 3-yard gain.
He's stunned a little. That was Champ. It looks like got stunned. Now it's 4th and about 3 yards to go.
Yep.
That's a tough call here. Tough call.
Looks like Burbick's coming in.
Yeah, they're gonna.
They may take a timeout here. It's 67 seconds to go in the third quarter, and looks like a little bit of confusion on personnel.
You got 5 seconds. He's going to have to call timeout.
They better hurry up.
He's got to call timeout.
Timeout taken by Coach Jay. Oh, you hate to take that timeout right now. 47 seconds to go here in the third quarter, Gary. And, you never know later in this ball game how precious those timeouts might be.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that one, they went from they were going to go with Bobby Burbick coming in. Mm-hmm. Then they took him out and brought Stinson back in. And by the time they got everything set up, we were watching the side official. He starts doing that. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, like that, all the way down. Then Lenny had to call timeout.
Let's go down to Matt.
Yeah, hey, guys, when you're dealing with dual players playing offense and defense, sometimes that's when you, at the last second, when you make a change, you got guys over there listening to coaches, and I think that's what happened with us. We had a couple of our guys were in talking to their defensive coaches, not that they weren't paying attention, they were focused on their coach, but and that's what got us caught right there.
Now, this is a big first down opportunity. We got to get it here now. This is the 4th and about 4 yards to go, Paul.
All right, let's see what we dial up here on a 4th and 4. Twin receivers, both sides. Mons looking to throw. He's got time. He's going to have to let it fly. He does. And this is going to go deep into the end. And, incomplete.
You got to give somebody a shot on 4th down. You've got to give them a shot of a play. And he was looking downfield. Lansford did a little curl right over the middle, and I don't know if he didn't see him but he chose to go deep, and that hurt. That one hurt because you only needed 4 yards, and you needed to get it.
All right, so turnover on downs. That means the Commodores now get the ball at the 28-yard line. Allen with a little toss. Heresy shakes off the tackle. He's trying to stay on his feet. He'll pick up a couple of yards as he gets past the 20-yard line, or excuse me, the 30-yard line.
Yeah, we made contact. We just didn't wrap.
Yeah.
He ran right on through one of our defenders, right on by him, and picks up about 3 yards on that play where we had him stop for a yard. So those are things. Listen, this is just a second game, and it makes it tough.
So we're down to 5 seconds left in the quarter. May not get this play off here. 2-1. No, they won't. Okay, that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's been trading shots here with the Commodores so far in this third quarter. Vero Beach is down by 9 points heading into the fourth quarter. Can the Fighting Indians pull it out? Stay tuned. We're going to find out. This is Fighting Indians football.
Hi, JW here from Barker Air Conditioning and Heating, serving the Indian River County area since 1959 and supporting Fighting Indians sports for decades. We're known for being HVAC specialists for installation and service. Local, licensed, and insured, Barker is a trained comfort specialist that services all makes and models. BarkerAC.com.
Fighting Indians football, where teamwork makes dreams work. We thank PDK Roofing. They believe in the power of teamwork. A Christian family making residential and commercial roofing dreams a reality. PDK Roofing is licensed and insured, and they stay up to date with what insurance companies require, ensuring their clients' confidence in their reliability. PDK Roofing is online at pdkroofinginc.com.
This is Vero Beach Fighting Indians football on Christian FM. Let's join Gary Paris and the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
Welcome to the fourth quarter here at O'Galley High School. Vero Beach in a fight with the Commodores. Indians trailing by 9, and Commodores have the ball. Handoff's going to go left side, and oh, what a tackle by Deuce Montgomery.
Yeah, he's back. That was just a 2-yard gain on that play, but, man, he came across and leveled
Brings up 3rd down and 6 for the Commodores, who have a 9-point lead as we start this 4th quarter.
You got to come up with a creative turnover here some way and get a excellent field position and get yourself in a we can get 2 quick scores. You need 2 scores.
On 3rd down, empty backfield. Allen, he's got a receiver. Maltzby catches it right at the 40-yard line.
He's got a 1st down.
Yeah.
You got to wrap him up closer. You can't allow them again. It's easy to sit up here and see that and say that.
Sure.
But you got to know your cushion, and you got to know what the guy needs. He knew he was going to push the defender back, and Maltzby just then all of a sudden, bam! It was a good read by the quarterback and the receiver. They were on the same page.
So 1st down for the Commodores. 10:40 and counting, 4th quarter. 29-20. O'Galley leading Vero Beach. And a whistle.
Delay of game.
Delay of game. Commodores took too long. Of course, right now, they don't really care.
No, they got a 2-score lead right now with the ball, and they had a 1st down. Now it's going to be 1st and 15. You got to find that way of creating a turnover here, either through sack, pressure, an interception, cause a fumble, to help your offense out a little.
1st and 15, toss right. Welch. And he cannot get the edge. Oh, what a collision there. What a tackle by Vero Beach.
I tell you what, I saw a hold over there. That was Benjamin that came over to help make that tackle. But there was a hold over there, and they've been getting that call. We just haven't been getting that call. That's 2nd down,
So,
and they lost
down.
a little bit on that play, it looks
Yeah,
like.
it looks like it's more like 16 now instead of 15. But the clock continues to roll here at 9:46 and counting. See if Vero can force a punt here.
They're going to try. I think they're going to try a pass here. Well, I guess so. They got nobody in the backfield.
Empty backfield. And Allen with the pass, and boy, Maltzby had a beeline on it.
He did.
Thankfully, it went through his hands.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, Jones has got to do a little better job than you can't trail him.
No.
You got to be close to him. It's like the old saying, you got to get close enough to know what he's chewing, what kind of gum he's chewing. Because that ball, if that ball's down and in his hands, that could have been another touchdown.
Yeah.
It was going to be a big 1st down.
So it's 3rd and long. Clock is stopped on the incomplete at 9:25. Joe Allen from the gun. Rolls to his left, looking downfield, fires, and it will fall incomplete, so it's 4th down.
Yeah, that's a break right there because the clock stops.
Yeah.
And so now it's 4th down. They'll punt. And now the Indians got to be careful about their penalties.
Yep.
This is not the time to hold. This is not a time to hit somebody in the back or whatever. But you're going to get good field position, most likely, when you get this punt return.
So Stenson will drop back deep for Vero Beach. Standing right around his 38-yard line. Punt is away. Oh, high, towering punt. This has got no chance for a return.
Get out of the way. Whoa.
Oh, my God.
What is he doing?
Wow.
Stinson, you don't just get out of the way. Once he touches it, that's a live ball.
I know.
That's a live ball.
Whoa.
Oh, my goodness.
Boy, okay. Well, we dodged one there. All right. So Vero's got the ball, down by 9 points, and you've got 9:08 remaining in this ball game. Need to put a good drive together and get some points relatively quick.
Yeah, you gotta. Then you're 2 scores down.
Starting from our own 41, 1st and 10. Swing pass, left side. Young gets to midfield. He's got a first down.
That's a nice block out there by the offensive lineman. Vargas does a great job of getting out there on that play and getting a beautiful block. The clock stops because the ball went out of bounds, and Jannard Young makes a great run on that play.
That's a Game Day Men's Health first down. Young on the swing pass gets it into Commodore territory at the 49. Now a flag's coming in. It's going to be unsportsman on, I believe, O'Galley.
O'Galley. Well, what's good for one's good for the other, I guess. That official's got some sensitive ears.
About doggone time.
Yeah. That's 15 yards. That's not what Coach Sands of the Commodores was expecting on out there by a veteran team.
Well, that'll push the ball all the way down to the 35-yard line. First and 10. They got the clock rolling. Okay, they stopped it. They were still moving the chain gang over there.
He just started the clock. The clock should just now start, and it shouldn't have.
Mons. He's going to let it fly. He's got a receiver. Jacobs is in the area, and it will go incomplete.
That's a tough catch.
Yeah.
And that's a major college type player catch on that one. Not that he's not going to be, but he literally, that ball, it was hard to adjust.
Yeah.
He was trying to catch it over his shoulder, and I'll tell you right now, that's a hard ball to catch. It was a beautifully thrown ball, but the angle where he came was where he was running his route. There's no way he could have caught that one.
Second down. Clock stopped at 8:31 on the incomplete. We'll send 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Handoff. No, instead it's a pass. Good fake. Stopped around the 30-yard line. And that is EJ.
A little slip screen to the outside, where you run a 3-yard, come back, and you get blocks from the guys on the side, your side, and they didn't get out there too well. I'm talking about the linemen.
Coming up on 8 minutes remaining. Third down. Letting it fly. It's caught. Jacobs trying to stay on his feet. He'll go out of bounds. Did he have enough for a first?
That's very close to a first down.
Yeah, it sure is. I think they're giving it to him, I believe.
That's first down.
That's first down.
Yeah, I thought
that's first down. So there you go. Game Day Men's Health first down. And the ball inside the 25 to the 24.
Was that Melbourne that caught that ball? Jacobs did, okay. That was a quick out. That was a nice thrown ball, too. Nice thrown ball.
7:55 remaining, fourth quarter. Indians trail the Commodores 29-20. So you got Jacobs and Melbourne over on the right side. Williams and White over on the left side. Lancefort in the backfield. Josh is going to set up left side of Mons. Mons looking. Up the middle of the field. He can try to run it. He just scoots through, gets past inside the 20-yard line.
That's a good run. That's about a good run. 7 yards he's going to pick up on that play. Maybe 5. Oh, maybe they got it at 5 now. Picked up 5 yards on that.
All right, well, there's a red zone alert brought to you by First and Goal Home Inspection. Mons, hands off. Lanceford looking for a hole. Whoa, ran into some gold shirts there.
But that's close. That's up close to that first down marker. He's a yard short now. Going to be a yard short on that play.
And one of our linemen comes up a little gimpy.
That's Mason, Dave Mason.
He's waving it off. He's going to stay out there. Tough it out, young man. Good job. Inside 7 minutes and counting. 3rd down and 2. And now a flag's coming in. They're going to call a false start against Vero.
That official has thrown probably the most flags tonight of anybody out there.
Are they saying that he moved the ball? Because I did not see any movement.
I didn't either, and I don't know what he...
Okay.
Matt Paris on the sideline just threw his arms up like, what in the world was that? He didn't see any movement either.
So now it's a 3rd and 7. Mon, swing pass. Lansiford. He's got a couple of blocks trying to turn it upfield.
Now he's going to be short. You got to get a better block out there to give him that extra. Give him the seam.
All right.
Now it's fourth down.
4th and 2.
Oh, boy, here we go. This is a game for Vero. This is the you got 6 minutes left, and you got to get that first down.
Got trips on the right side. Fires. Caught. Jacobs. He's inside the 10. He's got a first down.
That's a big play right there. Big play. Wide open. How they got it, left him open. But that was a clutch catch by Jacobs. We've seen Jacobs drop a couple balls. That was a great clutch catch.
That's a game day men's health first down. And we're taking a timeout here at 5:50. Vero down by 9.
Thanks to Longevity Rehab Centers in Vero Beach and Sebastian, owned by locals whose mission is to help heal those who are hurting with a goal of getting them back to a productive life. Longevity Rehab has built a reputation of trust with their clients from the top down, offering both physical and massage therapy designed to restore, relieve, or maintain a healthy lifestyle. Blue Cross Blue Shield, Humana, Cigna, United Healthcare, Health First, Medicare, and most insurances are accepted. LongevityRehab.com.
This is Fighting Indians football on the Vero Nation Network. Brought to you by HBS Glass. Let's join Gary Paris and the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
Well, here we are at 5 minutes, 50 seconds in the fourth quarter. We're down by 9. We got a 1st and goal. Now the official, okay, he was signaling something to Coach Sands, but 1st and goal for Vero Beach.
The clock is moving.
Going to the corner, jump ball, flag is down, it's caught!
And it's a touchdown.
E.J. White with a big-time reception.
I think they're going to call the holding call on the defender because immediately both officials, when the flag was thrown, it became a touchdown when he caught it. That's a great throw. That is a big-time throw in the corner for a defender, for a receiver to go up and get it. Wow, so what a play.
We're at 26 points here. So 29-26. Do you go for 2 here?
You know what? They're saying he didn't get in the end zone. Oh, now he is. Okay, 26. Yeah. You got to go for 1. You go for 1 here. 2 doesn't help you.
Kynes getting set for the point after. Kick is up. And it's good. 27-29 late here in the fourth.
The Fighting Indians rely on teamwork, and so does Christian FM. One of those teammates is Scott Sporting Goods. Scott Sporting Goods features an array of sporting equipment, including clothes and shoes. They are also the ones that fit our Fighting Indians broadcast team with the Fighting Indians apparel. Located in downtown Vero Beach, 1407 20th Street. Their phone number is 778-0661. Thanks to Scott Sporting Goods.
Cap's Pizza and Pub, a proud sponsor of the Fighting Indians and Christian FM, serving Vero for over 35 years. Cap's offers Italian cuisine, including pizza, strombolis, calzones, hot and cold subs, plus wings. A family-owned and operated business, John and his staff are happy to serve. Cap's Pizza and Pub, 725 27th Avenue Southwest, Vero Beach, 772-770-2277, or capspizzamenu.com.
This is terrible.
59 yards, 8 plays, a 10-yard reception by E.J. White. Nice throw and nice catch by the Fighting Indians. And now we're only down by 2, 29-27. 5.5 to go in regulation.
What's he doing?
There must have been a penalty. Oh, the penalty, I guess the
pass interference.
Yes,
yeah. Well, it's in the end zone. Wow.
I guess that is interesting, Gary. Like, it was during the play. It wasn't a dead ball foul.
I disagree. I disagree with the official here because I agree with you, Paul, and the referee just told Coach Sands, get off the field. You either had a choice, either touchdown or the penalty.
Yeah.
And you don't get it on but I guess, I don't know. That's.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, well, again, I may not know the rule.
Gruber getting set to kick off. He's going to kick this one. It will go into the end zone for the touchback. All right, Gary. Obviously, the strategy for Vero Beach is, at the very least, you got to hold them and force a punt.
Absolutely, you got just 2 timeouts. I think that's left for Vero Beach.
May only be 1. I think we may have taken both.
Did he? Okay.
I think.
If he has just 1, then it's vitally important that you hold him right here, get that ball back.
But if you're O'Galley,
you got to run the clock out.
Yeah, you just got to run the ball, right?
You don't want to throw it. You don't want to create a turnover. You want to get your running game going. They've done a good job of getting to the outside on their run game, and getting that, being able to stretch to the outside. The official is now down there talking to the coach, and it's. What do you say? Are you overly impressed with this officiating crew?
No, I am not.
I am not either. Thank you for saying that before I did.
All right, 1st down and 10. It is a handoff, and the Indians know it. They are lining up, and boy, Deuce Montgomery is fired up.
Yeah, that's about no gain at all. If anything, he may have got a foot.
Yeah, the biggest problem right now for Vero is time.
Yeah. Well, they got time. They got 5 minutes. We don't know if they have 1 or 2 timeouts left, but they got time. They can stop them here. They got to get this. They got to make this. They got to stop them on this drive.
On 2nd down, another handoff, and the Indians flying to the ball. 3rd down coming up.
That's a yard gain right there, so it's going to be 3rd and 9. And again, if they throw a pass and it's incomplete, the clock stops, and that gives Vero that opportunity then to save some time.
Clock continues to tick at 4:35 and counting. Scores 29-27. O'Galley on top.
It's a big play right here. Big defensive play.
3rd and 9. Looking to throw.
Yes, he did a great job.
Pass is going to go incomplete as Maltsby.
They'll get away from him, guys. Do not say anything.
And Jones with a great play from corner. Maltsby's been having his moments here in this ball game. RJ steps up in a big moment.
And now it stops the clock with 4:11. This is exactly what you wanted on your situation. Now this becomes a punt here and a punting situation. And if you're Stinson, who I think that's back there, is that White? Can't see the number. It looks like White.
Oh, bad snap. And there he's going to be tackled. Hersey, he tried to punt the ball away.
Oh, no.
And he can't touch it. Don't touch it. And I think it went out of bounds. Did it go out of bounds? They're motioning towards O'Galley.
Well, how in the world? Why would you? It doesn't matter. It has to become a
right. It's fourth down. It'd be turnover on downs.
Yeah, Vero never controlled the
right.
Wow, this officiating crew.
This is very, very interesting here. So it was a bad snap.
And he ran with the ball.
Heresy ran with the ball, and then he tried to punt on the run.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the replay. We're watching the replay, trying to come in and see the ball bouncing around. And looked like their guy got on top of it, but it doesn't matter because it was fourth down.
Now, what is the penalty? Are you kidding me? Oh, my.
Oh, Coach Jankowski
No. You can't rough the kicker when it's a bad snap. It's a run. It becomes a run. You cannot rough the kicker. Yeah, he took off and ran. That is a bad call, in my opinion. Oh, my goodness.
No way.
That was terrible.
No way.
Oh. That's about when you pick the ball up and ran, then you kicked it. You're you're a runner now.
Wow.
This is not a good official. They just don't know the rules.
Now you've got 4:06. It's going to be a toss left. Benjamin tried to make a tackle there. And it'll be a tackle for a loss, but O'Galley doesn't care.
Yeah, it's right now. That has got to be one of the worst calls, unless I don't know the rules. But I'm going to tell you something right now. Anytime you have a bad snap, you pick it up, you take off running, you've become a runner.
Correct.
You're no longer a punter. Well, then if you punt, that's your choice. You know, what do you tell the guy?
Yeah.
I can't tackle you anymore because you're going to punt. You've become a runner.
So 3:51.
Bobby Burbick, I think, is the injured player out there.
Yeah.
Ah, wow.
Oh.
Vero had the ball.
You know, you like a nice, I mean, this back and forth is a fun game to call, and you hate to see a game ruined by a bad call like that, whether it's for us or for them. You don't want to see a bad call like that.
I'd like to hear what Matt or Derek, what Lenny said to the official and what the official maybe said back.
We may not be able to air that. Second down. And O'Galley content to just keep running this clock. 3.5 to go. Low snap. It's going to be a handoff. All right, they're going to stop them. Bring up third down.
And now Vero may have to take a timeout here on the 4 if they stop them here.
3:15 and counting.
I wish I could find out how many timeouts we do have.
We have 2.
We have 2 timeouts coming from the sideline. You may have to use one if they don't get this play here.
Inside 3 minutes. Third down and 7. Now timeout's going to be taken by O'Galley. Stops the clock at 2:41. So obviously, Gary, I mean, Vero Beach will, stack up for the run here. If you're Coach Sands, do you
No, you don't
try to throw one over the top?
No, you throw the ball now and it's an incomplete pass. The clock stops again, and then now it becomes fourth down, and you will punt it at that situation. But I wish, for some reason, I really think this official blew the call when he became a runner. when he picked it up, he took about 4 or 5 steps, then kicked it.
Correct.
And at that time, he is now he got hit because everybody thought he was a runner.
So back out on the field, 3rd down and 7.
It's going to be a quick toss probably.
Allen looking for Heresy. Heresy trying to get to the edge. Heresy will get out of bounds, and that's a first down.
That did it. That's bad. You know they're going to run it. Why don't you get the containment out there? Ooh, I guess I'm a frustrated Indian right now because everybody saw it. Well, I told you it's going to be a toss, and here we didn't get enough guys to the outside to stop that play. Now they can run it down. We have one timeout.
We got one timeout left. It's 2 minutes,
we have
33 seconds. Yeah, we still have 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. First down and 10. Handoff. Welch. Clock continues to tick. We're holding on to that timeout.
Yeah, we got 2 of them. So This is the down right here. This is the down that I think it's important. If you stop them here, you got to take a timeout.
So it's 2nd down and 8 or 7. Now inside 2 minutes. Scores 29-27. I'll send 2 receivers to the right side, a single to the left. 145. Handoff, left side. Smalls fighting for yardage. Smalls will get a first down.
That's it. That'll do it right there. Even with 2 timeouts, you got to make a bigger play than that. You can't. You got to come up. You got to make a hit. Somebody's got to hit. They just tried to wrap around him, and he just drug them. With the line got in behind him. So, what a game, though.
Wow. Ball be placed at the Vero 39-yard line. Clock now ticking, 90 seconds to go. Stick around. We've got the Roy Bell Grading Services post-game show. That'll be coming up immediately following this ball game.
I would love to hear what Lenny said, what the official told him.
Handoff, Smalls trying to get out right. Will cross the 35-yard line.
That's Vero calling timeout now.
Stops the clock with 67 seconds to go. So this week, Gary and I will be back inside the press box with our podcast. And make sure to tune in. And wherever you get your podcasts, we've got them available on all the podcast platforms. So look for Inside the Press Box. This coming Friday night, Vero Beach will be at home for the season opener against Buchholz. Game time is at 7 o'clock. Our coverage will begin at 6 p.m. with countdown to kickoff.
That's tough. This is a tough one to bite here.
It is.
Both teams played hard and physical, and you hate to see. And again, I'm not sure about the law, the rule, or whatever it may be, but I thought it was you couldn't run and you can go after him. That's the way it was when I played, but maybe it's changed since then.
2nd down. Keeper, Allen.
Oh,
I thought it was a ball, was a helmet. So the clock stops at 59 seconds.
So you stop them here,
Mm-hmm.
and it goes 4th down. Now, they'll let the clock wind all the way down to their last.
Sure.
And then they have one timeout left, I believe. and then they won't take a penalty, but they'll take the timeout there, and then it gives you one play. You've got a couple plays possibly if you stop them. Well, if you stop them here, it becomes fourth. Yeah, you're right. Vero, was that Vero's timeout? So that's it. We're done with timeouts.
.59 seconds to go. 29-27. O'Galley on top. Looking at a 3rd down and 3. Joe Allen from the gun sends his receiver in motion. Going to hand off. And a lunge forward.
That's enough for a first down.
Is enough for a first down.
And that'll be the game. I tell you, I again, we'll labor on this for a while, but it's hard to swallow when you feel like you got beat. You know what I mean, by just a bad call. All right.
Let's check in with Matt.
Guys, the rule, as I looked it up, says that if a punter on a muffed punt starts to run, he has to clearly reestablish himself as a punter, or any contact is legal.
Yeah, I didn't think he established that.
No, I agree. He was actually had a guy draped on him.
Yes, he was. And again, I really, truly, we got beat by the bad call tonight because an interpretation by the official that he got himself was well planted. That's not true.
Yeah.
I don't know. Don had to have a calculator over there. Yeah.
Snap. Allen takes the knee, and that's going to do it for this ball game. And Vero Beach will fall to 0-1 with a loss to O'Galley, 29-27. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll have the Roy Bell Grading Services postgame show. This is Fighting Indians football.
Thanks to Roy Bell Grading Services for sponsoring Fighting Indians football and the Fighting Indians postgame show.
Hi, my name is Chase Bell, and my father Roy has served Indian River County in the grading industry for over 40 years. My family and I are proud supporters of Christian FM and the Vero Beach Fighting Indians. Go Vero!
No job too small or too big. Roy Bell Grading Services. We roll the earth. 772-473-4559. Roy Bell Grading Services.
Christian FM thanks SOS Pest Services, who know that Florida's warm climate means pests of all types, disrupting our comfort and lifestyle. When it's time to sound the alarm, SOS will send their technicians to promptly deal with the problem, so no more worries about unwanted guests. SOS Pest has a range of services tailored to meet individual needs, serving Orchid, Indian River Shores, North Hutchinson Island, and surrounding areas. Owned and managed by lifetime local pros. Online at sospestservices.com or 772-296-2966.
Gino's Nutrition Shop carries a wide selection of safe supplements for athletes no matter their age, especially regular gym goers. I'm Gino, and we love supporting the Fighting Indians. Our supplements work for muscle recovery, hydration, focus, immunity health, along with grab-and-go meals. At Gino's Nutrition Shop in Miracle Mile, our customers are family.
Welcome to the Fighting Indians postgame show, presented by Roy Bell Grading Services.
So the season opens up, and Vero Beach goes on the road to O'Galley, and they're going to leave 0-1, losing to the Commodores 29-27. Paul Tipton, Gary Parrish, welcome to the Roy Bell Grading Services postgame show. We'll take a moment. We'll go down to the field. Matt's got Coach Mata, who's willing to talk to us after a hard-fought ball game.
I had to wrangle him in because he really didn't want to talk, but I ran him down. Coach, thank you for taking the time here. But, the kids fought hard. Things just were not going your way in the first half, but they really showed some grit and got back in this game. What do you say to them right now after the game?
Well, first of all, congratulations on a very hard-fought game. Congratulations to O'Galley for really being a scrappy team. They really executed well, and they got after it. They were tough up front. They never gave up. They never at any time let down. They just kept banging at the door, and we kept fighting back. We had some blown coverages that gave up big plays. You can't give up big plays. One of our defensive goals is not to give up plays more than 20 yards, and we give up too many of those. We had a couple big plays of our own, but you can't live and die by the big play for sure. So overall, we're going to take away some lessons. It'll be a good learning game for us. I think our special teams was a little disorganized, hurt us quite a bit, and we'll get all that cleaned up and move on to the next game.
Coach, what do you say to the players after a call that it looks like it was a blown call? What do you say to the guys that to put it behind you, don't dwell on it? How do you deal with that?
I say that's part of the game. You don't whine. You just go on and move forward with a short memory. You make a mistake on a play, you blow a call. We're not going to hold it against you forever. Official makes a bad call. They're trying to make as many good calls as they can. That's just part of the game. We don't like them. They don't like them, but that's not why we lost. We lost because we didn't do our jobs properly and well enough.
Coach, the offensive speaking, I know you're a defensive guy, but offense sputtered a little bit on that first half, but really started getting it together in the second half and kind of giving the defense a little bit of a break.
Absolutely. I was real encouraged by what they came out and did, and Coach Jay made some good adjustments, and we had some good success, put it together really well offensively.
Coach, next week we got Buchholz coming into town. What can you tell us about them?
I haven't looked at any film on them. I'm not one of those guys that can multitask very well. I take one game, I might get confused about what I'm doing. Maybe that would have helped this week. I'm not sure. But, I know that they are an incredibly tough team, and we're going to be in for another battle. So we'll hit the ground running on Monday, and we'll bring the boys in tomorrow, go over a few things, pat them on the back, and tell them to get their chins up. And it's a long season.
It really is. Well, Coach, I appreciate you taking the time with us. I'm sure we'll get you at least a couple more times this year. Thanks, guys. Back to you.
All right, Coach Bill Mata talking to us after a hard-fought ball game and ends up with a loss 29-27 to O'Galley. That means now we'll have to start turning our attention to the next ball game, which we'll talk about in just a little bit. But, Gary, let's put aside the bad call for a moment.
Yeah.
I know it's a big part of the story. But let's look at the other aspects of this ball game as well. Vero Beach offensively, they came out. They were looking pretty good at the beginning. Got stalled a little bit. Then later in the second half, they got it going again.
Yeah, but in the first half, too many drop balls.
Yep.
Too many drop balls. You had a touchdown. They got dropped.
Yeah.
Okay, so, that catch is made. It's a different ball game. Mm-hmm. It's a different game all around, and that's part of the game, though. But you've got to make your plays when you can, and you've got to be more consistent. You've got to work on the things that you do and get you fundamentally a good team. You can't afford to give a quality team that many opportunities, and it was good. I like the way the young quarterback turned the whole game around the second half. He became a veteran a little bit.
I agree.
He became more of a he played a good team.
He grew up a little bit.
He grew up there. He saw the pressures. He felt the pressures. He took his hits and he threw his passes, and he had some great connections. He missed a couple. He had, like I said, we had one dropped in the end zone. He missed two opportunities when guys were open in the first half. Second half, he didn't. He got them.
Yeah.
They became big plays. So I think that the young quarterback really matured some today. And it's like Coach Mata said, sometimes you take a loss and you learn from it. Mm-hmm. Nobody likes to lose, but if you can make yourself a better team and prepare yourself much better down the season, if you finish 9-1, Hey, that's not too bad.
No.
If you learn from these mistakes and you learn what to do.
Right.
But they got to clean up a few things. And I agree with him about special teams. That tonight, special teams hurt.
They did.
Hurt the team. And,
they did.
And again, that's just taking pride of what you do, trying to get people over there on special teams and again, staying out of your lanes and doing just making some bad decisions in the long run hurt. But, hey, you know what? There's a game next week against Buchholz.
There is, and we will talk about that when we come back. This is the Roy Bell Grading Services postgame show.
Thanks to Roy Bell Grading Services for sponsoring Fighting Indians football and the Fighting Indians postgame show.
Hi, my name is Chase Bell, and my father Roy has served Indian River County in the grading industry for over 40 years. My family and I are proud supporters of Christian FM and the Vero Beach Fighting Indians. Go Vero!
No job too small or too big. Roy Bell Grading Services. We roll the earth. 772-473-4559. Roy Bell Grading Services.
Hi, Vero Beach. I'm Frank Stora from Tom Collins Insurance. Born and raised right here in a former Fighting Indian, I'm very proud to support this team and this great community. Tom Collins Insurance has been locally owned and operated right here since 1989. We are Vero. For all your insurance needs, my number is 772-778-9222. Go Indians.
Summers in Florida mean hot weather with lots of rain. Having gutters that work well is a must for most homes. Thanks to Able Gutter Services for their partnership. They provide premium products crafted to ensure customer satisfaction while protecting from water damage and maintaining structural integrity. Able Gutter Services in Indian River, St. Lucie, and Brevard County. Their number is 772-766-2554.
Back here at O'Galley High School, putting the final touches on tonight's ball game. Vero Beach comes up short, 29-27, so they're 0-1 to start the season. And they'll have a tough opponent coming up. Let me give you some final numbers here for the Fighting Indians. Our Durfee's Heating and Cooling final stats for the night. For O'Galley, they finished with a combined 315 yards of offense. They had 10 first downs, 3 turnovers, and 10 penalties on the night for about, 45 yards of penalties. For Vero Beach, they finished with 364 yards of offense, 12 first downs, 1 turnover, and they had 13 penalties for 100 yards.
I want you to do me a favor.
Yep.
Call out the first half of both teams, what they have in yardage then.
Total yards?
Then the first half.
Total. You're asking for total yards?
Yeah.
Okay. 114 for Vero Beach, 191 for O'Galley.
191 to 114, and
Yeah.
Vero Beach surpassed them in the second half.
Correct.
And that shows you the play of our young quarterback and his ability to make things happen.
Right.
Yep.
Now, granted, Alford with the 75-yard strip and score doesn't get counted in your offensive totals.
No.
But it is a fair point. For Vero Beach, they finished, as I said, 364 yards. Mons on the night, 22 of 35. He had 2 touchdowns, 1 interception for 287 yards of passing. It's a good night.
Good night.
It's a good night. We just, just too many mistakes and critical mistakes in critical moments.
Yep, absolutely.
And so, in the end, you come up, you lose by 2 points. I don't really like dwelling on the whole rankings thing about, they're 13 or 14 or whatever. It was a good team. It was a good team. You lost to a good team, and that turns our attention to the next good team that's on the docket, and that is this coming Friday night, Buchholz at our stadium.
Yeah, and again, we know that Buchholz is a very good team. They were runner-up in the state last year, and they were a very competitive team in their class, and they're well coached. They got a young man, or a man that I've known for many years, as their head coach, and Mark Whittemore. He's the disciplinarian. He does the things he loves. He's creative. He's an offense. He was a wide receiver at UCF, and a good one. Mm-hmm. A very, very good wide receiver when he played at UCF, and he's got a son up there now. So they're going to play some fun football. It's going to be exciting. You're going to see a lot of passes, a lot of throwing, and he's a well-balanced coach, and they're 17th in the state ranked. So, I mean, here we go. We got 13th, now we got 17th.
Well, we talked about this from the get-go, that this 3-week stretch is going to be really tough and challenging, and it's so far it's held true. This was a tough game. Vero Beach comes on the short end of it, but in the end, maybe at the end of the season, we'll be looking at these games going, man, these were pivotal moments for Vero.
I think the second half was a great second half for a young quarterback. I've said that, and I'll stick to it, and I believe that because I think he showed some maturity and he showed some skill set that we knew he had, and maybe that's what turns his whole season around too.
All right, well, we'll get set for that ball game. It'll be on Friday night, 7 p.m. at the Citrus Bowl. If you don't have your tickets, make sure to get tickets. This is going to be a game you'll want to be at. This is going to be one of those good ones, folks. So make sure to get your tickets for that ball game at the Citrus Bowl. Our coverage will begin at 6 p.m. with countdown to kickoff. Hey, we want to thank our executive producer of Christian FM Sports. That's John Hamilton. Our director and field engineer tonight has been Kevin Boslaw. Our studio engineer, Jacqueline Tipton. Video director is Jay Kendall. I want to thank Brian Lewis, Devin Ingram, Keegan Ingram, for helping out tonight. Don Dexter back with his stats, or should I call him Grizzly?
Yeah, he got that wild look.
He got that wild look on him. So we got Bobby Paris with interviews, Derek and Matt down on the sidelines, Gary, GP doing the analyzing as always. We'll have to figure out about those kicks and whatnot. We'll see what we can figure out next week.
There you go.
All right, we'll see you next week right here, same time, same channel. As always, go Indians. Good night.